and say through the mist.
Which way?
Your shadow.
Hmm.
What did he say in Sylvan?
Back when we
Through the
first
mist.
talked?
No, just now.
Through the mist.
That's and I asked what direction, and he said my shadow.
Ghost did a fucking thick Sylvan rip. That sounded legit as fuck.
Yeah, I did the Quinya, however you pronounce it, from Lord of the Rings. I did a translator.
That was fucking fire, dude. That sounded like Sylvan from
Nailed
what
it.
I've seen.
Nailed it.
Sounded a lot like Sylvan. Sylvan's got that really elegant, like, tongue flick to it. You know, it's like, it's very different from a lot of languages. That was good. You can take inspiration for that. That was that good.
I'm gonna punch him in the ribs for responding not in common.
Love it. Love it, dude. I absolutely love it.
Speak my language.
All right, gauntlet punch to the ribs.
Basically,
Yes.
That's what's gonna happen. Is
Yes.
I'm gonna walk over. I'm gonna punch him in the stomach and say, "You speak common, or you get no tongue."
The orc feel a little left out. What's the matter? Your father didn't love you? It's all here in your dreams. Orc paladin with daddy issues.
Seabog's definitely thanking the fact that he chose a neutral deity and not a good one at this moment.
And he will look over at Cinnamon and he will say back in Sylvan, through the mist, I won't say anything else. I won't tell. Just give me your shadow and I'll tell you everything you want to know.
Hey, Frick, he didn't speak common. You want to punch him again?
Yes.
Yeah. So upon him speaking Sylvan and not uncommon, instead of delivering my armored fist, I'm gonna now drop an elbow right into his diaphragm.
Alright, you can roll intimidation with advantage. And then I'll take 1d4 for your unarmed strike, kind of improvised attack.
Yep. See here, intimidation.
Technically prone and restrained, so I mean you're gonna hit no matter what, so you can just roll 1d4 straight up.
24 for intimidation.
Alright, as that elbow comes down, and for how much damage?
2.
Alright, 2.
I was not trying to hurt him too much.
I would assume, yeah. Alright. So whenever, just because some people were out before, improvised attacks for non-lethal strikes, you'll roll for an attack roll, and then after that it'll be 1d4. Because in this campaign, if you do too much damage past their 0, the NPC will die.
Yep.
Does
So
it add my strength modifier? I think it would, right?
we're just doing 1d4s straight up. I am okay if you guys want to roll with your modifiers. Won't kill them.
I think normally it should.
The bracket is 10,
Unless
so I'm
it's-
cool if you guys want that. That's fine.
Like a regular unarmed strike would add the modifier, but I guess if it's non-lethal, you wouldn't add the modifier, or you have the option to add the modifier, or how do you want to do it?
If you exceed 10 damage when the enemy is down past their health, you're not going to be able to. It's going to be too much of a hit. They will die, and you'll have to use a revival spell or like.
But
Speak
in
with
this
the
case,
dead.
we're okay.
But in this case, you are okay. You healed them for 11.
Because I only hit him for 2.
Yep. So from here on out, non-lethal strikes will include your modifiers plus 1d4.
Oh,
As long as everyone's under the understanding that 10 past 0, this person will be dead.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure it was easy to track. I think modifier added makes the most sense.
Sure.
So
okay.
It would be 7 in that case.
All right. He will receive another chunk
instead of 2. Sorry.
Yep. You are good. He takes it and he's gonna. Oh. Okay. All right. Then we'll have it your way. Your way, angry orc. Your way.
We could have just started that way, and we would have had to destroy your residence.
Where's the fun in that? She told me to test you, and here we are. Sorry for trying to get a little something on top.
Oh, and do you feel like you've won in this exchange, making a deal with this witch?
Play
Nah,
stupid
you,
games.
you win some, you lose some.
Creature of the Fae, such as yourself, should know there's no dealing with hags. There's nothing to be won there.
Oh, I'm not sure your kitty agrees. You trust him?
I'm
He's
gonna
no different than me. How do you know that he won't make another deal and sell all of you out? You know nothing.
slowly just turn to Cinnamon and kind of like hold my hand out, palm up, as if like inviting him to proceed with his questioning. But I'm not actually gonna say anything.
I'm gonna pull out my dagger and stroke his semi-nice looking fur and say, "Slight my friend again, and I might skin you alive.
And I'll come
Your
back
fur
in the
looks-
mist.
Your fur looks quite elegant. It might make a fine cloak."
Take my eyes, take my skin, but I will come back and I will take your shadow too.
Who says we were gonna kill you? We might just leave you here tied up, skinless, eyeless.
Oh, he's gonna love you too. You're the kind of guy that really would enjoy making a deal. Your time will come, just like the rest of you, and you'll make the deal too.
My dagger underneath his fingernail and just like start to pry it open, like pop it off slowly.
Ugh.
All right, you can roll intimidation with advantage.
Alright.
Gotta like hold my own fingernails as you say that out loud.
You call yourself a doctor? Oh, you move that knife like a rookie, like a house maiden. You don't know what you're doing. You've never tortured anyone in your life.
Got to start somewhere, man. You can't even see what you're talking about, and to be frank, neither can I.
You're gonna wince at the pain as you kind of like jaggedly take his fingernail off of his
Oh,
hands. And he
God.
says, "Just another routine checkup, right, Doctor Z?"
Then I'm gonna put his fingernail in my mouth and start to chew on it like a sunflower seed.
Oh God.
God.
I'm gonna look at Cinnamon one last time. Are you gonna get it? Like just this kind of knowing look with like my hand on my short sword. Do you think you're gonna kind of trying to convey like last question because we're not getting anywhere here?
I'm just staring in like disgust at Doctor's one right now.
Then I'm gonna look at
Um,
Fricked. Oh, well, I'll wait for you to finish. Yeah, go ahead.
What's wrong, Cinnamon? Come on, man.
You
I
have
don't
to
think
remember,
that's clean.
I'm a cleric, and although my deity is not a goody two shoes, I can't watch as someone gets tortured to death. So I'm gonna look at Cinnamon if he's got like a last kind of inquiry here, and if not, I'm gonna nod to Fricked, and he knows what that means.
Alright, Thorgrim, cut the Feywild bullshit and mystifying answers. How do I get to her?
From one Fae to another. I'll tell you. Just tell all of these disgusting creatures around me to back off. I can smell them. And this one smells horrendous. And he'll look over at Fricked with no eyes. Just kind of like one's gouged out, the other one's cut out. He's like, I can smell your daddy issues. Tell him to get away from me. And I'll tell you everything you want to know.
Does a mage hand have like substance to it? I'm
Yeah, it
guessing
can do
so.
like it has to
10
have substance,
pounds,
otherwise
right?
it
It
couldn't
can
grab.
lift up to 10
Yeah.
pounds, so
So it
Alright.
does have substance, yeah.
it's like a baby hand
Okay, cool.
or toddler hand.
I'm gonna shove the mage hand down his throat and choke him to death with it.
Occupy the space. And so basically he's gonna be like, as he's talking and his mouth is opening up and looking over at Frict, the mage hand will enter his mouth and he'll start, I can smell your day off! And he is going to start suffocating. Post that,
Alright.
and he's just suffocating.
I'll wait until I see a little bit of life left in his, well, I was gonna say eyes, but guess not that. I guess when he starts to twitch is when I will pull the mage hand out and let him breathe.
Okay. Have you ever seen, just for imagery purposes, have you guys ever seen somebody suffocate?
In
So
movies.
jugular
Yeah.
distension will start to happen and the veins in their neck will start to bulge. And then it'll kind of like work up to their eyes and stuff. So that's kind of what you guys are seeing. He's not making any noises. It is just silent, convulsing. And as he's like kind of like choking, he will like kind of lurch forward a little bit just enough and he will look at Thrain dead in the eyes. He's just looking around Cinnamon. He's just suffocating, looking at Thrain as the vein kind of like starts to bulge from his neck, starts bulging from the side of his face, and he's just gonna stare at Thrain. He's just gonna continue to suffocate.
Mechanically wise, I'm waiting till he gets to that last round where he'll survive from suffocating, and then I'll pull the mage hand out.
You wouldn't know his con mod, so you don't know
Yeah.
how long he can survive.
Yeah, just visually, like I was saying mechanically, but like visually, I'm waiting for him to be like,
it looks pretty serious.
Alright. oh yeah, I was just waiting for him to be like an inch away from like absolutely dying, and then I'll pull the mage hand out.
I would say that you can probably roll a medicine check with advantage to find out how close he is to death, but you just have to guess. He doesn't have any eyes, so
Yeah.
you're not really looking for any like life in his eyes because he doesn't have any.
Yeah,
So
I know.
you're just kind of, you know that it's coming up pretty fast. He's just staring at Thrain. Like he can't like see him, but he can smell him, and he's just looking at Thrain, and he's.
Oh fuck.
Damn, really wish I had prestidigitation to kind of mask Frick's smell. Frick, would you mind stepping away for a little bit?
Oh, that was an accidental click.
You know, Cinnamon, everything right here, right now, tells me to kill him.
You
Don't
can kill him
worry,
afterwards.
But
he'll be dying.
being that you and I have become somewhat acquaintances, I will take your word this time, but know if something bad comes of what happens right here, right now, it will be greatly difficult for you to regain my trust. And I will oblige Cinnamon and go whatever or where he is instructing me to go.
I guess just stand next to Seabog.
I will wave my hand with a prestidigitation in an attempt to neutralize the scent of Frict and make it smell like just basically rotting corpses instead. Just the whole room. Just an illusion for him.
What did you do with your mage hand?
I would have pulled it out, and then I would tell Frick to. I would ask Frick if he could step away.
Okay, you pulled it out before you asked him to
Yep,
step away.
I will step towards the door.
Okay. Is he gone?
Tell me, can you smell?
He is.
Smells sweet in here. Well, he can't see, so you could probably roll that with advantage. No eyes.
Am I rolling deception?
Stealth?
Klein is trying to trick
Oh.
him into saying, "All right, okay, play by the rules, Cinnamon. We all have rules. What's your question?
In the most direct terms, in the common tongue, instruct me how to get to Morgantha. Detailed.
Okay. Kind of smile a little bit, but not as confident as he was as he choked up to the last 10 seconds of his life. And... All right, all right. I'll tell you. Just no more arcane hocus pocus. Leave this place, go down the stairs, and head around this cliff face. As the mist gets thicker, it will only be for a short moment, and you will enter Morgantha's swamp.
It wasn't so hard, was it?
Hey, I can be a good guy too, okay? I
I
wasn't
will,
kidding, though. I wasn't kidding. I do have a wife and a daughter.
as he's talking, I'm holding my hand out towards Dr. Zwando for his dagger.
I'll nod my head down like a samurai and hand over the dagger with both hands in open palms.
You hear me? I'm a
Yeah.
father. I have a child.
Then Seabog will look, since he's obviously been listening to this whole thing. Then there will be someone to replace you.
Oh.
I will shove the dagger into his chest where his heart would be, and I'm going to Kali Ma the fuck out of it. I'm gonna
Oh,
rip open his
Kalima.
fucking chest, and I'm reaching my paw in, I'm yanking out his heart.
Gonna take a bite out of it too while we're at it.
Now we're keeping that
Right.
shit.
you will be able to do so as he is restrained, has no eyes, and you don't need precision other than a little bit of strength to crack through somebody's rib cage. You could even go underneath if you wanted to, but you could do it.
Oh, I'm
And
not gonna go underneath the ribcage. I'm breaking through that thing.
through. However, you're able to break through it,
No,
and you have his heart.
yeah, complete disregard for his body.
As you're cutting through like his chest and you're like stabbing and it's getting gory, he's gonna laugh. Orc bullshit, and that'll be the last thing he says.
Orc
And
bullshit.
he dies.
My God. I'm gonna hold the heart out in both my paws, like kind of like cupped. Got blood dripping through my little fingers. Hold it up to Frick, like you want a souvenir.
He's muted. I wonder if he has a work thing.
I'm sure that will make a nice gift for his mantle.
Well, should we
Let's just assume he does. Yeah.
850 experience each.
He wants it, he said.
all right. Should we barricade the door and attempt for a long rest or a short rest?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I think several of us could use it.
All right. You guys are able to barricade the door. There's plenty of like stuff that you can barricade with. There's just because you guys are probably going to look, the window to the top left, that is a railed shutter. So you can basically like raise it up and you can look out to the side of the kind of like patio, or I mean the plateau. And that would be over here.
I'd like to, I think I'm going to take 10 minutes and I'm going to do a
Sorry about that. Yes, I like your ritualistic offering, and I'm on board. But I did have somebody like walk into my office right as you started that, but I was
Oh
listening.
God.
And yes, I want
Nice.
it.
Imagine they could hear it.
I'm gonna cast a free animate dead on him and try to enslave him as a zombie.
Well, then.
Excellent.
Come in with us.
There is no peace for you, my friend.
Welcome back to the land of the living. Well, kind of. Orc bullshit. Oh, he's got a sense of humor. I command your silent spirit. Okay.
Nothing. Silence.
Yeah, yeah. That's a good boy. And I'm gonna pet him on the head. I'm gonna say, go sit down on the bed. I'll get you a snack.
Are we the good guys?
Thank you.
Seabog will look at everyone and say, no.
Of course we're the good guys. Dude, we're the heroes of Phandalin. They don't need to know what happens when we're not at Phandalin.
That's
We get the job done.
That's right. They really don't need to know what happens.
Ends justify the means. I'm gonna look to Klein and ask him, hey Klein, I know you have affinity for the herbs. You want to come check on these drying herbs on the back wall over here with me? I'll take your silent as consent.
Do you
I'm gonna
guys...
go.
Oh, go ahead.
No. I'll wait over here till you're done. I'm just gonna be near the back wall with the herbs for right now.
Yeah, well, I can, because I forgot that my channel divinity regenerates on short rest. Let me give you guys some more healing, if a short rest is what we're doing.
You guys are gonna do a long rest.
Oh, long rest even.
Nice.
Wow, then.
Mm-hmm.
I'll use my channel divinity anyway, just in
I
case
don't
it
like
gets...
it when the DM like encourages us to long rest.
That's also a good point.
So you guys are tired. Tired.
No, we know this
Well, then
next
I'm gonna
fight's
do
gonna be
this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do this anyway.
you are getting sleepy.
And everyone can get 2d6 plus 4. I need to make an action for this. Everyone gets 15 points of healing as I channel Tamora.
Nice.
DM, would you mind adding to me?
Yes.
If it's easier for you, Ricky, I could manage his H pool too.
Go ahead.
You just
Hell
need to
yeah.
make me a owner or a viewer or whatever.
Sure.
If that's okay with you, Mr. Beef, of course.
No, I don't want you touching my character sheet.
So we
I
were getting the
control it.
long rest off? Just want to know before I click buttons.
Yes, you guys can go ahead and execute your long rest. The reason why you guys would come to that decision is outside, the mist is incredibly dense. Incredibly dense. There is not a trace of sunlight outside. If you interacted with the shutter or anything like that, you would see just the most dense fog you have ever seen.
I'm gonna, during the long rest, or like towards the end when I'd have a chance to switch my spells, I just want to have a brief conversation with Frick side to side, holy person to holy person basically, and I want to ask if you have the ability to cast Zone of Truth.
I do not at this current moment, but I could change things.
Yeah, so I will just having a little one-on-one confab here is I've prepped Remove Curse and Dispel Magic and Protection from Poison. I could also prep Zone of Truth, but I would have to give up one of the other spells, and I think those will all come in handy. What do you
I
think?
think I have protection of poison.
You do? Alright, then I can swap.
I believe so, but remember that I am basically a smite machine,
Yeah,
and that I will bring support, but that's going to be like my very, 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 very last maneuver.
I understand. I understand.
But yes, I do have protection of poison. It's really hard for me to tell, but I'm almost certain that I have that one
I think you do too.
prepared.
It's a second level spell, so. Alright, well then.
I remember distinctly because on a sidebar, I like that Lemony has immunity to poison, and so I wanted some kind of advantage. So I think that's why I kept that one.
Alright.
But I can't on the mobile. I can't tell what I have prepared and what I don't.
You should be able. It's under your. Should be on your. Oh,
Not on mobile.
it's not. Okay, I
Yeah,
thought.
mobile is fucking hard.
Alright, can you just
Yeah,
tell
bro,
us,
you
Ricky?
should be shocked that I can even play right now.
I am impressed. Yep, and you guys, while you guys are doing your long rest, each of you kind of like get cozy up. There's no more of like a fire in here, just embers that are kind of like illuminating the room a little bit. And I know Drs. Wando and Klein are going to search, and you don't find anything of value. However, you can roll me an investigation check to find out about that herb back wall there.
Okay.
That would be Klein and Drs. Wando. Go ahead, roll investigation check. I know you guys are on it. Okay. And Klein, just because I know you and Drs. Wando are kind of doing that like group inspection method, you do find that in the back there is 2 barrels of like dried up wheat and barley, and then along the wall there are several strange herbs hanging in like string forms, like they've been picked clean from their stems, and now the actual fauna is hanging over this back line, just like in the map how it shows. And so Drs. Wando and Klein, you guys can both roll me nature or survival to identify the 3 pieces of herbs hanging on the wall. Wow. All right.
Yeah, we'll roll with his 21, his crit over my 22.
All right. One of them is a root. It doesn't have any like buds on it. It's actually just like a root that is colored in like almost like blood. And it is called bloodroot. And it is like a very, very like moist, almost sticky, has a little bit of a sap to it. And the sap is red. And the other one is going to be wolfsbane. And the third. And it's basically 2 strings a pop of each of those. So you can add 2 strings of each, and that'll come into alchemy later.
You want to each take 1 strand of each, so we
Yeah, split it down the middle.
split it down? Sounds good to me. It's cool herbs.
Herbs. He wasn't kidding. He did have some alchemical regents. That much was true of
These
the
don't
many lies.
seem like they would help him out of here. I guess he wasn't trying to leave, though.
You can do an arcana check.
Not my strong suit, but I'll throw it down, I guess.
It would appear that, yes, it's true, he wasn't very interested in alchemy. Perhaps they were for somebody else.
Ominous. Rituals, werewolves, poisons, and dark magic.
Nope. Lycanthropy is like an actual disease. Could be though. Could be a werecat. There could be. Write that down.
Write that down. Use that later.
Lycanthra kitty. Oh yeah, it's so
Oh, that even close.
Oh.
Lycanthra kitty.
yeah,
Damn.
I just came up with that. Let me write that down. Let me write that
Shit.
down.
Write that
That's
down.
fire.
Write
That's
it down.
fire. That's fire.
Okay, that's fire. That's fire. Fire. AI. Can I get a picture of a lycanthrope
Kitty.
kitty
Fuck, that's good.
mauling a deer?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Thank you.
Fuck, we're gonna have to cook on that. All right, let's stay focused. All right, you guys are done with your long rest, and you identified the herbs in the back of the room. The room is still just kind of like it's smoky, but there is the kiln that's taking up all the exhaust to the top on the like northeastern side of the house. What would you like to do?
Well, Cinnamon, shall you lead on? Let us end the dealings with this hag.
Everyone's ready. Yeah.
All right, move you guys out. Let me get PaB in. All right. You guys exit the house, no problems.
I'm
The
just
mist.
doing a quick lap.
I don't know what that means. Does that mean he's stepping away?
I think just walking around work.
Oh, just doing like boss stuff.
I'm just muted.
Oh, you're good, bro. Okay, so you guys just come out, and the mist that was super thick before, that was kind of like locking you guys in there, is dissipated, and you guys have back to that light mist when you guys first came in. And Dr. Zwando, you're still missing an eye.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, I was thinking about popping this demon eye in and using it as my own, but I don't think I have the magic to do that. We'll hold on to it in the eye sac for now. I got an ogre eye. I got that eye. Got options.
Well, let us venture
Turn
forth.
to Seabog and say, "How does that make you feel? This was kind of like old times, right? Going around with people carrying sacks full of eyeballs."
Do you have medical tools, Dr. Swando? Let's see.
I have a playing card set.
Do you have a healing kit?
I feel like I bought one, but let me browse through here. I may have slipped up and not purchased these things that I definitely should have purchased at some point. No, I got a playing card set. That is what I got. I got some basic things, and then it starts to get into feathers, eyeballs, decaying arms, a
The
pipe.
collectibles.
Yeah.
I would say that if you had a healing kit, you might be able to perform a bit of a surgery. However, the DC would be like pretty high.
Yeah.
So
I'll
if
have
you
to
wanted
buy
to do
that
that,
just to have that for like, just for RP purposes. I should get one of those. I thought I had one. I'm sure it's not super expensive, but even if it is, I haven't really purchased anything. I'll probably buy it.
If need be, I can always pull out the writ from the mayor.
Oh yeah, flash the badge. Yeah, I'll wait. I'll just roll with the one eye squad for now.
all right. At this time, while Frick is doing a quick walk around, take like a 5-minute like bathroom and like snack break. Is everybody cool with that?
Yeah.
All right. Let's just take a quick 5 and then we'll move on. Feel free to talk about how you guys want to go about it.
Sounds good.
So, Toast, are we going in there guns blazing this time against the hag, or are we gonna talk?
No, I kind of like the same thing we do with this guy. That's what I'm planning.
Alright, go in, talk. She gets hostile. Pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, more than likely.
I'm not trying to rain on your parade. I just got to do what I think a paladin would do.
No, I completely understand. It's fine. Um, what? Oh, jeez. I guess the kind of the same plan as last time. Walk in, you guys stand there. I talk in a little bit of Sylvan, and then I go and tell you what we're talking about, and if need be, you'll just see me shooting the cannon off.
I have an idea. I can use this sword to give you and I a telepathic bond, so you can communicate with me telepathically, and you can tell me if things are going poorly, and then I can
So
give
you
her the
can get
chop.
ready. Yeah, you can give us the combat signal before things go.
Oh, yeah, that'll be very helpful.
Everybody gets an attack of before initiation.
It only lasts for an hour, and it's only you and me.
No, but
So-
all you gotta do is give us the nod.
yeah, you just give us
Correct.
whatever type of signal.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
just
we'll
the
prep.
nod. The nod is the signal.
Nod's the signal. I like
I'm
it. So
just
you say
putting
nod,
it
we're in
out
it.
as an option.
Yeah.
It will use 3 of my 5 charges on my sword.
Okay. Okay. Well, that depends. It's your
It's
call then.
entirely up to you, but yeah,
But
it would
very,
be good.
very much worth it to me if
Yeah,
you guys
yeah,
think
if
that it
we
would
all
be
get an
a good
attack,
idea.
Yeah, an extra
Well, I
attack
don't
is
know
better
we
than
all
the
would.
1d6.
I don't know that we all would, but it would at least give
Well-
us some way of like communicating.
Well, because if we game plan it so that we go in and we're all knowing that the nod is the signal for go time for before
Oh yeah,
combat
like
actually
she's
happens.
not gonna
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, she
no,
won't
you're
know
right,
shit, and
actually.
we're just gonna be all
Yeah.
going at her before
Yeah,
she even
she
realizes.
may not know. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. I pick up what you're putting down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is an option. It lasts for an hour, so as long as I know an hour beforehand, I can charge toast.
Click that.
Yeah, I would say if you want to pop it, I would just pop it like when we're outside the door.
Yeah, right about to be in her area. Yeah.
Yeah, that would get the most amount of time possible.
Okay.
Yeah, you're the signal. You give us the nod, the group goes into action mode.
Who's doing the nod? Cinnamon or Fricked?
Fricked.
Got it.
Yeah, I guess RP
So
wise,
is
we
the nod the signal,
I
Yeah,
guess
the
so.
nod is the signal.
or should I
How,
say something?
how about a nod with a little smile? Your
Yeah.
bloodless smile would be good. Cause then we
Yeah,
know.
yeah, your best I'm gonna kill you bitch smile.
I think we all know it by now.
Yeah.
Because a nod is
We-
quite non-specific.
Do you want me to nod and then smile?
Yeah.
Show one of your tusks,
Yeah.
yeah. Show a
Yeah,
little fang.
your best I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you smile. If I remember correctly, you are a vengeance paladin.
I am.
Excellent.
So that's the signal that we're gonna go with.
Yeah, nod and your bloodthirsty smile.
Okay.
Because you never know, you might be just nodding in, acknowledgement of what's being said between you and Cinnamon.
For future, though, we should totally come up
Yep.
with the opposite of a safe word. Like,
Yeah.
that anyone can use when we're in dialogue too.
Banana.
Yeah, well, I agree. That's actually more of what I was wondering. Is like maybe we should have a safe word.
Bro, if you want me to help with your character sheet, though, you have to tell Ricky you were trolling. Because he doesn't think, he thinks you're serious.
Oh,
Not everyone knows that you just troll me as a default instinct.
That's fair.
It's brotherly love.
I can't pass off his character sheet without him saying yeah though.
Yeah, no, I understand. But it's up to you.
Is there a safe word for that too?
I wish there was, but unfortunately there's really not.
Banana.
For
What's up? Am I being trolled?
What?
Do you mind if he
No,
moves
what?
your stuff?
It's just to
What
help
was I giving
Ricky
him
when
a
he's in
sheet for?
combat, so that I can, when you say do this, I'll just click it on your sheet and I manage your health, basically. So I'm not gonna do anything fancy.
I only need you to manage my health. I can do everything else.
Oh, you can do all the clicks? Okay, perfect. Yeah, no, it's just to help
Yeah.
Ricky. So I just want to, for the healing and whatnot.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I only need somebody to do my health, and that's it.
Cool.
And sometimes move me.
I can do that. Can you see where you are?
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, I got to zoom like really far in. I mean, I'm playing on a 2-inch, 3-inch screen. You know what I mean?
Sounds like Santa needs to send someone a tablet.
I couldn't connect to the internet. I can't use the Wi-Fi here.
Hotspot.
You could
That's
buy
really
a,
what it comes
a
down to.
service for your tablet, so it, has like bars like a cell phone.
Yeah, it's a SIM card. But anyway,
Yeah.
next time. Cool. I think I'm good.
Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
next time. You say next time, but this is like my 4th session I've done.
About
I
5 minutes.
really
5
need
minutes
to
up.
figure it out. All right, I'm gonna walk back to my office. I'm gonna mute for a second, but I'm listening.
Yeah, I'll assume whenever I don't hear a response from you, I'll assume you're directly behind Cinnamon as a default. Would you still be behind him after that situation inside? I wonder. But yes, he will.
Yes,
Be over
I did
there.
say that he still has my trust for now.
Very good. Okay, the team is all outside of the cabin. You guys start to notice the top right of it. It had that little vent, and so it's billowing out smoke now. The flag is still lightly flapping, not aggressively. Some fauna in the area, thickets. What would you guys like to do?
Since this is, Cinnamon's quest here, I'm kind of just taking a backseat to whatever he wants to do.
Just following Thorngrim's directions.
Yeah. I would look to Cinnamon
Go down the steps
as
then.
well.
Oh,
And
I
I will
can't move.
just let him and the rest of
Yeah,
the party
can't go
know,
past.
just for your reference, that I have the ability to dispel magic, but I can only do this twice. So we must use it wisely.
Sounds good. Ricky, we can't move past this.
Oh God, I'm sorry. I hate those light layers. Get me every time. There you go.
Would anybody
go.
care if I burned his flag?
Wouldn't care.
All right, and then you
Yikes.
can roll a perception check after hitting the flag. Smells funky.
I do a perception on the scent.
I cannot. Thrain, are you doing that, bro? Are you moving back there? I'm gonna delete this.
No,
light
he's
layer.
trapped. He's trapped back there.
Yeah,
he
he's
said.
trapped in a vortex. I'm gonna move.
Yep.
You're good now. I got you. I deleted the light layer. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you
Okay.
can go ahead. Roll perception. I don't know why you're trapped.
Well, I guess we're not gonna know.
It smells funny.
Smells funny. There's probably some hair, some flesh.
All right,
Nothing
hear
to
me
be
out.
concerned
I'm
about.
no stranger to the battlefield or the smell of charred flesh. Is that what I smell?
You can roll perception with advantage.
All right.
I was gonna say maybe that's his wife and kid.
He didn't say it was their clothing.
Ooh, critical success.
It is human flesh.
I knew it. This sadistic bastard. Cinnamon, I told you. I told you he should have been dead on sight.
Yeah, but now we know where Morgantha is.
And we got his soul coming with us, and his
Yeah.
body's lying there pretty
yeah.
much mutilated.
And you said we had nothing to gain. Look at this.
Look at all these perks.
I'm picturing Cinnamon like waggling his little cat paw, like we learned some stuff here.
Yeah, holding the one claw up.
The bloody
It's-
paws.
Yeah.
Cinnamon's gotten a little crazier after this ordeal, so his eyes are a little bit more
God.
parallel.
Oh shit. Okay. So they're
They've
straightening
gained
out
Some,
Not
yeah,
straightening.
wait, hold on.
Not straightening out. They're going like
further.
they're going further
apart.
apart to create
Oh,
one
God.
straight line between my head.
Oh god.
Oh, you're turning like more of a hammerhead.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So
I
they were
love
already kind of fucked when you guys found him, but now they're getting more to like the edges of his face.
So you walking sideways as you lead us, so you can look dead ahead.
I can still see forward. I'm a
Oh my
little bit
God.
used to the cross-eyedness, you know.
No, that's true. You would be.
All right.
This is too much.
Is it left or right?
Then the northwest was around the thing, and I'll move you guys over.
Oh, fuck.
All right.
That's too
And you
far.
guys come through the clearing and you follow his directions and you find yourself at the edge of a swamp that defies the laws of the waking world. The air is thick with a mist that clings to your skin like a second layer, cold and damp. Before you lies the shambled house, a haunting, sinister abode rising from the mire.
Well, this is a hag's lair if I've ever seen one.
Yeah. Just
And everything is as you see it. There are skulls floating in the water. The pavement rises up from kind of like small slags of earth. There's some gaps in it, and the marsh you can't see below the surface, and some of it has that marsh foam over the top from where you guys can see to your north, and what you'll be able to hear is the sound of water sloshing around like thick, kind of swirling around in a circle, and you would be able to hear it.
I can't see at all.
Gotcha. How about now?
No.
Do you need to make him like co-owners or something on the sheet? Because I can see his sheet now. I don't know if that changed something.
No, he has vision.
Hmm.
Try refreshing.
Give me just
Can I-
1 second here.
Can everyone else see?
I can see, yeah.
I can see.
It's a very ominous
I can.
looking bit of
I'm
swamp.
gonna try. Do a little
Yeah,
refreshment
like that
action
thread.
here.
Would it actually be easier if I streamed to you on Discord? Then you could just stay in Discord?
No.
Okay.
I've got
check.
the assistant here, bro. It's all good. I think Discord's gonna be more intensive, to be honest.
I don't like that whirlpool looking thing. I really
It's not looking good.
All right. Well, now I can see everything.
I would
No,
like
I'm-
to, as we're just like at this edge, so I'm kind of trying to place myself. I know we're kind of like at the edge of the map here, but however we're moving, I always want to be effectively in like the middle of the pack so I can reach everyone. And I'm just gonna start like very softly casting Detect Magic as a ritual spell.
Okay. You want to detect magic?
Yeah, it'll take me 10 minutes
And
to rip it, but
okay.
We'll sit here in a protective dome around you.
All right. If everyone is gonna sit there, we will fast forward time and give you the 10 minutes.
so I'll just let everyone know for the next 10 minutes I can see anything within, or I can see any magic within 30 feet. So
This will be fucking interesting.
So Cinnamon, do you think this is do you think now is the time?
Well, while we're kind of close together, I would say we don't really need it.
No, but we're about to go to her house.
Yeah, but I guess once we go into the house, you can pop it.
Let me just double
question.
check and see what the use is. You guys carry on. Don't wait for me. I just want to read this real quick.
I'm also just checking. Then I'm also gonna cast once that's done, since this is a bit quicker. Cast it, submit. So 3 creatures. I'm gonna pick myself, Richt, and Cinnamon. You all get 5 temporary hit points for the next 8 hours.
Okay.
And then once we feel like we're kind of ready, it's as buffed as it's gonna get, I will actually exceptionally this time go on point and see if I can detect any magic as we move closer to this whirlpool.
You do
I
detect
just need to
magic
be
from the
within.
whirlpool.
I just need to be within 60 feet of you, Cinnamon, whenever it's go time, and I need an action.
Okay.
Otherwise, it would be instantaneous. And it only works as long as we're within 60 feet of each other.
That shouldn't be a problem. Hopefully.
Okay.
At 60, you said 60 feet?
It's a
That's
thing for
the
me and
range
Frick.
on my thing.
Oh, okay, gotcha. The blade, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Seabog,
You
you are
weren't
picking up
supposed to be
magic from
listening.
the. No, I was just making sure.
Um,
The pick up magic from the whirlpool.
do I get a school or no?
We'll say you can do an Arcana check. This is not a conventional school.
Yeah, which is
I would say
hags.
you wouldn't know it will be a high DC, but you will need
Yeah.
a little bit more astuteness.
Mm.
You pick up that there is magic.
Good. So then I'm gonna look to Cinnamon and just like to the back of the party, and as a surprise to no one, there is magic in the whirlpool. And then I think we should just proceed with caution.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have my crossbow ready. Do I get any magic then here on this platform?
You do pick up magic from right here,
Okay, need to be a little closer. Then.
and to be frank, there is magic swirling everywhere. As the mist kind of like glosses over this place, you are picking up magic all over you. However, you can sense that there is differential magic coming from like right here. It's not the same as the mist.
Yeah.
And this one over here. And you also detect magic on like Cinnamon's body, and you would have detected it before. However, now you're really being able to notice that the same aura of magic that's coming off of Cinnamon's body matches the fog.
Right. I'll keep that to myself for the moment because I think that'll just confuse the issue. But the main thing I'm looking for, because I assumed that something at Hag's Lair is going to be magic all over the place, is like if just not get trolled with like a glyph of warding right on the stairs. Looking for something like bright and focused, basically, which it sounds like the pool is. But that's mostly what I'm keeping an eye out for.
You're picking up a magical darkness. You'd be able to, like, from your guys' angle, you can't see into the hut. It's a veil of magical darkness, and you know that it's magical. However, there's lots of magic coming from that hut.
For sure. Then I'll just look over to Cinnamon and say, and nod, basically.
Well, you only live once. Unless you're a cat.
That's true. I would also say, maybe just as a last idea, I could dispel magic on the hut, but I have no idea what's going to happen. I don't know if we're trying to negotiate here or not. But she probably won't be
Save
happy.
our spells.
This is a guy who's gonna teleport our ally outside.
What's your
And
guys' vision for? Does anybody have dark vision exceeding 60? Or is that in COS?
That's in COS.
That's COS.
That's only POS.
I gotcha.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I
only
know Klein's got,
Twilight
like,
clerics or Drow
mile.
for the most part, or a Warlock. There's
Oh,
a
I'm
Warlock
worse than Klein in COS.
I got 90 in COS.
Yeah, I got 300.
So you guys have Thrain when you came up through the north. I was looking for 60. On the northwest side of the swamp, you would see through the mist kind of an outline of a tree that is twisted and whirls. You can't really see the top, but it whirls to the northeast, just at the limits of your vision. But you would see its shape kind of through the mist.
Yeah, I was wanting to burn it down when I first saw it.
Mm-hmm.
It looks quite evil.
yeah, I don't know if we want to anchor her before we talk to her. Alright, Frick, you ready to pop the shit?
I'm ready if you're ready.
Let's do it.
All right.
So I'm going to pop, before we proceed any further, I'm going to use my mind link portion of the blade.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll put me down to 2 out of 5 charges remaining.
Okay.
I should have replenished my 1 charge in the long rest, and then that puts me at 5 of 5, and then it takes 3 to use this ability, so that puts me at 2 of 5.
Yep.
Wait, how many charges did you recover during the rest?
It was
The one that I
a
used.
full night's rest. So
Oh,
at
right,
dawn's,
you only used 1. I forgot.
he's
I
good.
thought
Yeah, I
you
only
used
used
more than
1.
that.
No, I don't remember. I would have to look. Was it a dawn, actually? Did we get a dawn?
Pretty sure you did get
That
a
one
dawn.
might-
Either way.
Okay, because that one might be dawn specific, but if we did get a dawn, it doesn't matter. I roll a D plus, I think it's a D4 plus something, but because I only had 1 charge missing, it would be replenished, and then now I'm going to use 3 charges to use the mind link with Cinnamon for the next hour.
It's,
So as
yeah,
long
it's
as
a
we're on the
1d4
same
plus 1.
plane of existence and we're within 60 feet of each other, we can communicate telepathically.
Okay. Yep, that checks out, and you guys are kind of like hanging out outside, staring at this magical darkness in front of you.
Then I'm going to use my mind to link with Cinnamon's and say, lead the way. I'm behind you. But we're just going to look at each other and look cool. We're not actually going to say any words. Everybody else is going to be confused.
And Cinnamon will try to open the door.
It's a magical field. It's a wall of darkness.
Oh, so it's not like an actual door, it's just darkness?
Yep, I'm just using that icon. Yeah, it's like a magical darkness, a big veil that's covering the door.
Well, fuck it. I'm walking through.
Bounces you off.
Oh, shit.
By turning sideways. There's me. It does bounce you off, though. No damage. Just bounces you off.
Any other ways inside that I can see?
You can roll me investigation. We'll do kind of like for like a 60 feet description here. Holy shit. Alright. So the house has like a little bit of an awning to the left. There's no entrances to there. On the back side, you have wilted plants. To the northeast, there's another building with vines growing all around it. And from there, it's like a half-open door that's kind of like lazily swinging on its hinges. And to the northeast, you have a walkway that goes into the swamp and a large skull.
Any
You don't
ideas?
see any entrances like outside of this one.
All right.
this.
Any ideas for this door, or do you want to just proceed to the north to that lazily swinging door?
My only idea for this one would be to dispel it, but that's a costly idea. And not my own spell slots, so I don't want to speak for somebody else's spell slots.
Seabag will cast
Yeah.
Dispel Magic. I don't love it. I don't like it. Casting Dispel Magic on the house.
And the veil breaks from like the center of it, and it just spreads out, and the doorway is open. And I will move you all over to take a look.
Thank you, Seabog.
You're
I'm gonna
welcome.
turn to Seabog and give him the brotherly nod of approval.
Ah, the darkness.
Ah, shit.
Well, this looks nice. This is way nicer than outside.
And as you guys are able to gain sight in there, oh shit, Crush is here. Yeah, you're right. Let's get him out of here.
Crush is here? Wait, what?
No.
Crush is not here. Crush is not here.
Hambino's
No,
really
Can I-
good at spotting the only
Can I get
problem
the
with Ricky's scene.
spirit?
Yeah, like I think Cinnamon. Can you see?
Yeah.
Okay, I just see black.
Try refreshing your guys' screen. I can delete the light layers if
There.
that is a thing. Yeah, just refresh if you can. Anyone else not seeing?
I can see everything.
I could see.
I'm gonna
I'm
state
pretty
the
sure I
obvious.
can see.
Don't stand on the metal or the stone circle in the center of the room.
What's that?
Just bad experience with anything circular.
All right, and as you guys walk in, the air is dense with the musky scent of earth and herbs as you enter the hag's lair. A room pulsing with an unsettling mix of the mundane and the arcane. You hear a cauldron bubble with mysterious concoction, the contents kind of like drifting on the top of the cauldron. You can hear the audible kind of groan of shelves and wood kind of inside, like this building is almost speaking to you, groaning. And in the heart of the room, there is a grand circle with designs all through the middle.
Dr. Zwanda, this is like the perfect house for you.
Yeah, I might be taking up a residency, or maybe this will be my new wifey. Who knows? She's got good taste.
So I'm just gonna move up to be next to Cinnamon here. I'm guessing there's a lot of things glowing magic, but again, just looking for like
Yes,
concentrated
let's go over that.
clouds.
All right. To the southeast, to the east, to the northeast, to the north, to the northwest, to the north, or to the southwest, and to the center of the room. I'm sorry, not to the north, just to the center. So I'll follow my pings real quick.
Mhm.
Here.
Mhm.
Here. 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 And here. And a little bit back here.
And these are like constant. Like, can I see the object that's emanating it, or just that like there's some magic over there?
You're asking about schools?
Well, actually, schools are a little bit. I mean, would be nice, but actually, I'm just trying to get. Is it a specific object, or am I just getting like little clouds of magic, like the mist?
Like what you're emanating for, like what you're perceiving?
Yeah. So, like, if a wand was laying on the floor, the magic would be coming directly from the wand, as an example. So, do I see something like that, or is it more
Right.
difficult?
I would say to refine your ability to detect that magic and what you perceive those arcane threads are showing you, you can go ahead and roll an Arcana check to kind of like define that thread.
Yep. Then I will just give myself a guidance and roll. Where Arcana?
appears to be like foggy,
Sure.
like
Sure.
emanations of magic. However, it differentiates from the general aura of the house itself. Now, you still do sense a large amount of magic emanating from all directions.
Right. So then I'll just relay those points to the party so that they're aware of the semicircle nature of it, I guess.
Well, what do you guys want to check out first?
Well, should we start from the east and work our way around?
Sure.
And the graphics are accurate, so if you want to like look at stuff, you can use the map directly to kind of envision yourself with the environment.
It's like a nasty ass kitchen.
It's basically a makeshift kitchen. It does have some mixing bowls, but you're not sure if this is like a kitchen. It doesn't have a stove or anything like that, or chopping knives. It does have a scroll cubby to the north. To the east, you have utensils all over, a step ladder to the top level where there's like a candle that you can see, and to the south, a couple barrels.
All right, that's it. I cast World Fire and I blow this entire house up with all of us inside of it. I'm done with this place.
World Fire, baby. That's a great one. Oh, such a good card. The magic card.
I'll search
Yeah.
this shelving unit to the north.
All right, you can roll
I'm just
investigation check.
following Cinnamon.
Or investigation.
I'm not moving with him, but I am following Cinnamon.
All right. Honestly, perception is fine as well, as it's open, and so you're not like actively looking. So we'll take the 15. And you see in the kind of like cubbies, 2 scrolls, kind of like tied up and rolled.
I'm gonna mage hand them and grab them both.
All right, you grab them.
Alright, I'm gonna bring them out and set them on this table over here.
Okay, you do.
What'd you find, Klein?
There was 2 scrolls in the shelves in the cubby. I put them over on the table. We can inspect them when we believe it's safe. Is there anything else you guys think we should search in this area of the house?
It's whatever magic was pinging off of sea bugs stuff.
Yeah, as I get closer, also just trying to use my perception as well, looking for anything suspicious. Is it any help at all?
Oh, everything's suspicious. You don't even
We're in
need
the
to
hag's
roll
house.
to tell you that you feel hella suspicious. The only tangible items of value in the southeast corner of the room were the scrolls. There is mundane like mixing pots to your right, and several candles and barrels that you would find empty.
I'd look for food, but I don't think what a hag eats is something we'd be eating.
Yeah, if I find like some dream pastries or something.
Children.
Yeah.
And you can roll an Arcana check, Cinnamon, as like Klein kind of brings that up, and you start to recall some things from your history. You can roll Arcana check with advantage, actually, if you need to. Okay. Cinnamon, the original deal with the being that you originally talked to It definitely did not eat conventional food. You know that. It feasted on something else. And in this case, it didn't have any indication that it would eat a normal hag's diet. This hag is different.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I'll message you just to be sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then I believe the next two pings were over here and up here, right?
You have a ping to your north. I'll just walk you guys around the room. Right here.
Right.
The next ping. Which is kind of like on top. So like the floor you guys are walking on isn't flat. As you round that like spell cabinet around the side, there should be a mess of light layers because the spell cabinet, the cabinet's high, but I didn't want to like disrupt the image of the map. And so as you guys kind of like walk around, you will see it slants up a little bit, like 2.5, 3 feet, and it comes around the top side of that landing. And up there is where you see just flat on the ground. You'll see a candle. You'll see a couple mason jars over to the right, like pop tops, and then more bowls on a little shelf to the left. Yep, Cinnamon, right to your east, there was the little jars, pop tops.
Mm-hmm.
Then like plates on this side or over here, and various cups and such. Bedroll.
Little look around, see if anything useful for us.
You see everything sprayed out in front of you. It doesn't like indicate that anything here is of value. There's 2 mason jars that are like corked over to the right. And Seabog would be able to tell you that the source of magic is emanating from inside.
Emanating from inside one of these. I'm gonna back away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna prepare an action in case anything hostile comes out of that thing if Cinnamon opens it.
Oh yeah, Cinnamon's opening it. I will pop it open.
Okay. Inside, you do find a vial of a liquid.
I'll mage hand it.
And
yeah,
it appears to be see-through. You can see through it. It is a very, very deep, like dark purple.
Practice Wanda, you like to stick things in your mouth. You want to have a taste?
I don't know about that, man. We'll take a look, though.
Man, you're sticking cow bullshit, and you're sticking fingernails. You got a whole bunch of things in that mouth of yours.
Yeah, but not no potions that are unidentified. I may be reckless, but I'm not stupid, man.
Just unidentified cow ooze.
It was drool. Okay, I've eaten cow tongue before. There's little drool on there. No harm, no foul. This caught me off guard.
It wasn't drool, which reinforces the point.
It looked delectable. I don't know what you want. I just wanted a little sample.
I don't know
It was
what you
saliva. He pulled it out of the mouth. It was saliva.
Yeah, I gave it a little. I swooped the
I'll
tongue.
back him up on this one. I'll
I
back him up on
appreciate
this
you,
one.
man. It was saliva.
Yeah, it was saliva.
Like, that's hilarious.
Anyone feeling brave enough to have a little taste?
You know what? Here, pass it over to me real quick.
Curiosity is exploding.
Yep.
I'll take the potion. Walk over to Dr. Zwano and say, "Hey, what's over in that cauldron?" And if he looks away, I'm gonna attempt to slip the fucking bottle into his mouth and get him to take a little sip.
Oh my god.
You can roll, unless
Jesus
Dr. Z is
Christ.
willing, you can roll a deception to trick him, but he'll be able to like roll against it. Well, probably not.
God.
What do I have to roll to defend
One
against
eye,
it?
Perception,
because he
I
has
think.
disadvantage
Least
because he only
perception,
has
yeah.
one eye.
A perception?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You can probably roll. Insight would be more reasonable because he's checking the insight of like him deceiving. Fortunately, you are really interested in that cauldron.
Unfortunately, I, as a paladin, cannot have shenanigans amongst. I would maybe notice and put a cease to it.
I'll let it slide. I'll let it pass. I'm assuming you came on my left side where I couldn't
Yeah.
see.
Blind side, yeah.
You know, and I'm like, oh, look at the cauldron. And as I turn back around, you know, like I punch myself, except the vial's there, open, splashes drop in my mouth. I'm like, oh, what you doing, Klein? You crazy, man.
All right. Does he? You're gonna allow him to do it?
I'll do it, but like as it enters my mouth, it's kind of like a college prank, like someone peed in a bottle and try to get me to drink it. So it hits my mouth, it goes in, and then I'm like, tuh, tuh, kind of like spit
Oh,
it and
You don't
wipe
even
my.
know. You don't even know what this tasted like. It could be something else, because as he uncorks that vial and brings the potion to your mouth, you're greeted with an aroma reminiscent of ancient tomes, real oaky right off the rip, and it tastes like you're perceiving whispered secrets in your mind. The first sip reveals a complex layered taste, begins with the ethereal sweetness of elderflower, evoking the light touch of thoughts drifting through the mind. This is swiftly followed by a sharp, invigorating jolt of mint, symbolizing the piercing clarity of insight that cuts through mental fog. The potion swirls around your tongue. A subtle undertone of rich, dark cocoa emerges, grounding the experience in the depth and richness of cognition.
Oh
It's
my.
a potion of mind reading.
My God, these fucking
I
flavors.
put my fucking pinky out and I grab that shit from him and chug it. Oh my god.
Ricky's like, you will not spit out my flavor description. You will not.
Yeah.
You will. You will.
You will
Spit
taste
it out. Hear the description.
Gordon Ramsay of potions over here.
Yeah. So I'll take a swig and then I'll be like, oh, and then I'll grab it from him, pinky out, and take a healthy gulp.
All right.
Not the whole thing, but a healthy gulp.
Nice tasting.
I think generally
Yeah.
potions are one use, right? It's kind of like all or nothing. Or is that?
Yep.
Yep.
Well,
And there's
I
a
guess
description of what
compounding
that
it then.
does.
The effect that detect thoughts. Sounds like I could detect thoughts for a little while here.
Mhm. And then we'll push detect thoughts, which is ultimately what's going on here.
That's hilarious.
That was funny. Oh damn.
Which save is it? Wisdom or?
DC save 13.
All right. Gotta scroll through here.
Yes.
Surface thoughts of the creature are free.
With an intelligence
Wisdom
of
saving throw
3
to dive
or
deeper.
lower. Doesn't speak
Ah.
language, can't read their thoughts if they're lower than 3 intelligence.
So you can surface thoughts are free, and then to dive deeper.
Then
Gotta be a
you
wisdom saving
hear Seabog's thoughts as he strongly considers shooting Klein for his wanton actions.
Yeah, for real. Oh god. Well, that wasn't so bad, Klein. I guess a thank you is in order, man. Be seeing
That's
things so
not the worst
clearly.
thing you put in your mouth.
Yeah, I mean, the couch roll wasn't too bad, honestly. It was the after effect that wasn't too pleasant.
I'm mad because it reinforces this behavior. God.
I mean, back in the day, I mean, what you gonna do, you know?
Gotta switch over LA tanks.
Oh fuck, sorry, I wasn't muted. My bad.
All good.
You're good.
My
Hell,
idiots over here not paying attention.
I'm gonna uncork the other bottles over here.
That is the only one you find.
Oh damn. Alright. Time to move up the stairs, guys.
Stairs we go.
All right.
Steep ass stairs.
More like
They
a
are
ladder
steep.
than a set of
Yeah,
stairs.
yeah. It's like
Yeah.
an elevated platform over here. And on the desk, you see a candle, a quill, a bookshelf with alchemical like utensils on the back side. And on the front right of the table, you will see a necklace. And you will also see a note.
Dr. Twandon, that's your alchemical stuff right there. That's all you. But I'm not gonna touch the necklace or the note. Can I read it? Is it like hanging up?
It is. And it is in Sylvan.
Excellent.
And you would be able to determine what that says.
God damn, looks like Latin. I'll translate for the group.
You will also find something else on the desk. A small hand mirror aimed up at the ceiling.
Just because it's aimed at the ceiling, I'm gonna look at the ceiling.
Okay.
Is there anything up there?
No, the rafters are draped with like hanging rags. It's got like a clothesline going along the top. It's not a very tall ceiling. From where you guys are standing, it's like probably 8 feet above you. So I guess at the base floor, it's pretty tall.
Alright.
But you see like clotheslines. There's rags draped on it.
How big are the rags?
Mostly just like linen rags of various kinds, and they're all like different colors. So like a little bit bigger than hand rag size.
Alright. Alright.
We got a mirror and an amulet. See, Bog? You get anything?
From both.
Oh, goodness.
I'll hold out the bag of holding if you
Hey,
like
Cinnamon.
to drop them in there.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't that guy say something about your shadow? Why don't you try looking through the mirror?
Sure. I'll mage hand the mirror up to my face.
Okay.
Anything special?
Alright.
Oh god.
You see yourself dreaming, your eyes flickering behind your eyelids.
Well, into the bag. And then I'll mage hand the amulet, bring it closer to my face so I can get a good look at it.
To be clear, that like hand mirror, it's not like one of those makeup open glass mirrors that might be what you're imagining. It's actually like like a circular, perfectly
Oh,
circular
big, huge one.
hand. No, no, no. It would
Oh,
it would
yeah,
fit in your
like the
hand.
Yeah, yeah,
Like I'm talking like a Beyblade size little circular hand mirror. Does
yeah.
that make
Like
sense?
the old school
Yep, yeah.
shaving mirrors.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it doesn't have like an opening or anything. It's
yeah.
just a
It's just
piece.
a mirror. Yeah.
Yep.
What's the amulet look like?
I guess what he's trying to say is it might break in your bag if you're not careful.
It's in the bag of holding, so it should be good.
It is a gold chain necklace with a small little ringlet, and then beneath that is a arm holding onto a red shard. And the arm is like a little jewel crafted arm. It's not like an actual arm, Dr. Z. Sorry.
Gotcha. Yeah, I already got 2 on the belt, but I'll hang back right now. I'll hang back.
Alright, into the bag.
Alright, I'm gonna be counting on somebody else to be recording these items because I can't record shit.
Yeah, I got what I'm carrying, and we still have 2 scrolls on this table to the south to identify.
Well, there's a nice table right here we could unfurl them on.
All right.
We don't even know what else is in this building with us, and we're spending time to like
Yeah,
deep
this is.
search everything.
Yeah, we need. This is
This
like
is making
prior.
me very uncomfortable.
Yeah, we're like in the middle of someone's lair, and we're acting like we own the goddamn place. We need to prioritize here.
Yeah, this is Dr. Zwando's lair now.
Yeah, maybe in his head.
A lot of things
Well,
happening
we
there.
You gotta find the trigger to reveal whatever the true nature of this place is, or something.
Sure, but we're at point 2 of 5. We haven't even made it halfway through the room. There's this mega ominous looking circle in the center. So I would say we
Yeah, I
should
don't
quick
wanna-
scan everything and then figure out where to go, plus everything that's outside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Buck, you can do an investigation check on the middle as you kind of like point out to the group this ominous circle in the middle.
Oh, investigation so bad.
Aren't you the recon guy?
Yeah, perception, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Are
What kind of
you
fucking
recon?
scout are you?
Yeah,
You're just kind
this
of like
kind.
telling them, you know, that stuff's going on.
The
That's fine.
perception.
Perception's fine as well.
Oh, I
We'll take
thought
the
you were
20.
gonna say that 3 investigation was fine. I was like, no, it's
No.
not. No, it is not.
I'll take
Investigation
either or.
Sherlock
It's fine.
Holmes, bro. I'm Tarzan. I got the wisdom.
So the with a methodical check like that, I'll take either or usually.
Thanks.
But the 20, you'll notice that the platform in the middle has like a seam going around the outside of it, like a small gap between itself and the tile. And in the north, south, east, and west corner of the middle platform are 3 small circle inlets, or 4 small circle inlets.
Like little recesses where you could place something.
Correct.
All right. You said 3?
4.
4. So like there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can almost see them on the map, right? Looks like.
Yep,
These
that
little
is
circles.
correct.
Okay.
And
Good.
you can also do a Arcana check at the same time
Yikes.
to kind of like depict some of these symbols.
Yeah.
However, you wouldn't know. You're not sure what that means.
Okay.
These symbols.
But I'll gesture over to Cinnamon when he has a moment.
Yeah,
Um,
put the bags. Let me put the items in the bag, so I'm pretty much just standing around now.
Can you?
Did you guys unroll the spell scrolls?
No, they're still on the table down
Yeah,
there.
they're on a different table.
Can you take a look at this platform? You see these circles? I'll just point them out to him. See if you can make up what that does. Make out what that does.
Yes, the platform is made of platform. Give me a roll Arcana, Ricky.
You can roll an Arcana. You already know that there are inlets there, so what you make of that is what you make of it. However, the symbols on the platform are something different to you, and
Sorry.
you can roll with advantage. Represents different lunar cycles, and in the Feywild, some races use these as annotations of sleep. Lunar cycle equals rest equals sleep. and it's basically annotating to the north. It's like the lunar cycle of slumber. To the east, dreaming. To the south, nightmare. And to the west, waking.
Right. So that seems to cross-reference with the note we just found, right? From the darkness of slumber to the deepest of sleep, through dreams and nightmares until awake we leap. So telling us how to unlock this platform,
Yeah, I'm guessing what order we need to do them in.
right? The question is what we would put in there.
I don't know. Just look at the other side of the room
Mm-hmm.
to look. Maybe there's something over y'all.
Take up a sniper
Fine.
position.
You can roll investigation check on that northern side of the room, since I know you're gonna anyways. Directly to your north, you will find a complete herbalism kit and a healing kit in both of these kind of cabinets.
Very good. Is the healing kit like a medicine kit, or is that something different?
I'll grab it for you.
You can use it once per long on each person per long rest to do like a small bit of healing, and or you can use it to stabilize somebody who is unconscious.
This isn't the kit that you were speaking of before, Ricky. That was a different type of kit, a medicine kit.
It is.
It is the same.
Oh,
Basically,
it is.
if you have this, you're, I would presume that depending on where you got it, you would procure yourself some scalpels and stuff like that, especially with your
medical
background.
tools. Gotcha.
This will suffice as medical tools.
Well, yes, I would love to acquire such medical tools, but
I'll toss the healing kit to Zwando.
the look of a 5-year-old boy on Christmas morning. I thank you for these tools, man. I appreciate it and put them to good use.
All right. And on that side, Klein, you will also find a small mirror. Small circular mirror.
Interesting. I'm guessing it's a smaller shape than the last one we found.
Is the same size.
Same size?
Oh,
Coincide with the thing probably in the center.
And
Maybe we have to like align our shadows or something.
The dots connect.
Look in the mirror, and what does it look like you're doing in the mirror?
I'll look in the mirror. I'll mage-hand it and look into the mirror.
You are fast asleep in a slumber.
Nice.
So
Oh, this is cool.
I think maybe sleeping is the hint it's giving us.
Well, hold on. What did you see when you looked in your mirror, Cinnamon? Were you sleeping as well?
He was sleeping as well.
Mm-hmm.
But there's 2 sleeping clues. Well, no, actually,
True.
not really.
True.
There's
Yep,
darkness
he
of
did.
slumber to the deepest of sleep. So both.
Those are both.
Until awake, we
Yep.
leap.
Ricky did say slumber though, for yours.
Facts.
Cinnamon, you were eyes closed with your eyes flickering back and forth beneath your eyelids.
REM
Like a
sleep.
dream, REM sleep.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
REM.
that's-
Let's go.
That's the thoughts
right.
through dreams and nightmares part.
Cool. So we just need
Okay.
to find the other 2 mirrors, I guess.
Yeah.
Probably I need to refresh detect magic at this point, and then we can. I'll just work my way down here.
There's probably over here,
Yeah,
and over
exactly. So I'll just work my way here, so then I've got the range, and kind of point
you
out
will
to the more
find
expert
right here.
investigators, since apparently I can't notice shit.
Klein sitting directly on that pedestal there. You will see a window to your north that is actually there, and it's kind of like a steel pane and then clear window there, and you can see behind, and you see that mire and that like bog kind of in the back there, and the eerie light coming through is that little bit of Chicago sunlight coming through the mist, just a little bit. And you find a wand on this table.
Fancy. I'll mage hand it and put it into the bag of holding for identification later.
It is in. And you will also find a small mirror right next to the wand.
Alright, I'll mage hand it and look into it as well.
And it will have you sleeping and then suddenly awake, gasping for air. And you'll repeatedly do that over and over and over again.
Alright, so that's the third part. Or the final
I think
part.
that's the final part.
Yeah. I'll make my way down.
So we need to find we either need to find, we're missing one of the two middle sections, I believe. So we found the darkness of slumber, we found the awake until we leap, and then I'm not sure which one Cinnamon found, whether it was the deepest sleep or dreams and nightmares.
I think Klein's is slumber, mine is sleep, and the one he just found was nightmares. I think that
The one he just found was awake.
Yeah,
until
once we
like
get the
he
last
was
one,
having
we'll
a
know.
nightmare.
Yeah.
I think we're looking for the nightmare one.
Yeah, once we get the last one, we can always just look at them all again, and then that should become clear.
Alright. Anybody else want to search?
You seem to be doing a good job. I'll give you guidance, though.
All right, what you looking at? Staying up top there, looking down onto like the elevation here. There's a little bit of a cubby back there.
Yeah. Is there any, like, a cubby right here?
Yeah, just one singular cubby underneath
Yeah,
the
check
ledge
that
there.
out.
Okay.
Ooh,
You don't see anything.
yeah. Reach in and just smack my hand on a beam.
You would get cobwebs on your hand.
And
Kind of
shake those
simulating
off.
not a lot of action in there.
Yeah. I guess I'll check down here.
All right, you walk across a tapestry rug and a cabinet shelving unit to your right, and a small table. You good? Roll your investigation.
You
You
get,
inspect the kind of back corner.
you get 4 from guidance if you're willing.
Yeah. 20.
Right. You find a small bag and another mirror.
I'm gonna summon a mage hand and I'm gonna poke, jingle the bag. See if there's coin in it.
Nothing makes any noise. Seabog does get magic off of the bag.
Off of the bag itself. Interesting.
Correct.
Well, it's the way detect magic works is it's often like clouds basically, so it could be something inside the bag that's giving it
Yeah.
off.
I'm gonna have the mage hand put it down in front of me and then open the bag.
Black void. Nothing comes out.
I'm definitely not gonna put this in my bag of holding. I'm gonna close it back up, and I'm gonna take it over to someone else in the group, and they can hold on to it to investigate.
Damn.
God.
Yeah, I was trying to toast it.
Um, so what do I see?
But it's
How
bag of
big is this
holding?
bag? How big is this bag that you just collected?
Satchel size. Sit on your hip
Satchel.
quite nice. Yeah, like a little bit bigger than your hand. Bigger,
Quite
2
similar
hands
to
probably.
a bag of holding.
If you held them up, they would look very similar.
But in a bag of holding, when you look in, don't you see what's in it, or is it also a void?
It's also a void. You just
It's like
Yeah,
a
it's a
void.
void.
Okay, I've never
Yeah.
held one, so I don't know. Okay. I'll hold on to it. But we're missing the fourth mirror, so do we need to actually start dumping stuff?
No, it's here.
Oh,
He
it's here?
found it. He
Okay.
just hasn't looked in it.
Okay.
I'll pick it up and with the mage hand and look at it.
And it will be you swinging your head left and right, saying no, no, no,
Here's
while
the
you're
nightmare
sleeping.
one. Alright, I will put that into the bag of holding and I'll move over here. And upon getting here, I will pull out all 4 pieces of mirror.
All right.
And then put them on the ground, and then we can try and figure out where they go.
you know, just mage hand them into the little crevices.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'll do mine as well. Just kind of pick up the mirror, hold it up to my face, kind of see what it looks like, and then I'll put it in the corresponding circle.
All right. The one you picked up is you simulating dreaming.
Oh.
Which one do you want to put it into?
Do we want this one in slumber or sleep?
See, it's hard. Cause
Yeah, I know.
So can you give us maybe let's just to be clear again, so we've got the note, which gives us an order, and then Cinnamon, you're the only one that's been able to determine the actual symbol. So first of all, can we just cross-reference, do the note and the symbol seem to match if you move from north and then clockwise or not? Do you see what my question is?
So he would understand that the northern piece of it, that is the indicating deep slumber.
Okay.
And the one on the right is a waxen crescent, which symbolizes dreaming. The one in the south is a blood moon, which symbolizes nightmares. And the one on the far left is opposite of the waxen crescent, which symbolizes awakening.
Interesting. So the opposite of waxing is when the moon grows. Okay, well, whatever. That's neither here nor there.
We'll
So,
put them in the correct order.
so the question, to me, that sounds slightly different than the note, because the note is slumber followed by deep sleep. And did it sound like those two match then, or were they actually different?
Yeah, no, that's...
All right,
that's
then maybe I'm just misunderstanding. Well then, sounds good. So now that we think that the note or the portal symbols here match or whatever, then I would say we just look at maybe we can just get the descriptions of the mirrors one more time, like put them 1, 2, 3, 4 on the ground, so that is 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then we just look at them and put them, in the order that we want to do them. But maybe if we can get the descriptions one more time.
Yep, you had the one that Cinnamon was holding is his eyes flicking back and forth, simulating dreaming. And Klein picked up 3 of them. Each of them was him fast asleep. One of them thrashing back and forth in his sleep, and the other one is him jolting awake.
Yeah, and I put them all on the floor in front of me.
Okay, so let's put the awake one here. I guess that's clear. So I guess I'll just, to make it easy, I'll make Seabog hold the awake one, and I'll go right next to it. Are you ready? And so now, that's 2. So the 2 that we have left, this should be nightmare.
I'll pick up one and I'll mage hand the other to the north.
Okay, which one's going to the north?
The one where they're just asleep.
Okay.
No movement or nothing, and I have the nightmares.
All right.
Yep.
And then nightmares to the south.
Yeah.
The arcane symbol will begin to twist the discs incredibly fast as the entire platform begins to, and dust kind of like fills the room as you can begin to hear the platform slowly begin to grind as it slowly begins to sink below. And it's moving really slow, but it is descending.
Should we get on? Gotta get on.
Yep, we're all getting on. Let's
Yeah.
go.
I'm gonna send the
I'm
mage
grabbing
hand to grab
Cinnamon.
the
I'm
two
picking him up, and
scrolls.
we're walking over.
All right. Move you guys over and can tell you what you see as this begins to like kind of descend down.
Carrying some finger guns.
Yeah. I'm gonna actually prepare something else for once.
There you go.
I'm gonna
Wait,
prepare.
hold on. What?
Oh, buddy, we're about to see something fancy that you've never seen out of a warlock before. Guiding bolt. Level 4.
I don't even know what to say to that right now.
I'm confused and I'm excited all at the same time.
I'm very confused and excited.
All right, the lift finally, it's like slowly moving down, and you can kind of like see unrefined stone infrastructure barely holding up the earth as you're kind of like going down. And if you looked up, you would see those same rafters. And then the rafters begin to like start to dissipate from your eyes as mist fills in the top side. You're descending beneath the mist now, and in front of you, the earth begins to like kind of give way, not in a collapse, however, an opening, as the portal or the platform continues to sink into the ground, and it just goes through the ground. And up above you, the mist will dissipate, and the platform has reestablished itself at the top of the tunnel. And you arrive in an underground location covered in the roots of ancient trees. This subterranean sanctum is a labyrinth of shadow and stone, where the air is thick with magic and it just drips with foul arcane knowledge. The walls etched with runes and crawling with roots that hold back the earth from caving in the tunnel. And I'll move you guys down. It is very cramped.
I got somebody come upstairs. 1 second.
All right, you guys all should be down. Is anyone having any vision problems? It should be cramped. You should see walls pretty close to you.
Seems good for me.
All right, you guys should be coming down into like a small platform. You guys would be landing inside there, but there's not enough room on the map for the entire party to be like in that room. But feel free to check it out where Seabog and Thrain is. Frick, you probably can't see them, but it's over to your west is the platform you guys came down. You're standing in a hallway, and the hallway goes to the east, which kind of like goes into a bigger room. What would you guys like to do?
Sorry about that. I'm back.
I think Fricked and Cinnamon are on point, right?
Yeah.
And I'll try and be, if I can, Klein, do you mind if I swap places with you so I can be in the middle of the party?
No problem.
Just so I get as
Forward
much
line.
healing radius as possible. This feels a little like we're... So, I have something that only lasts 10 minutes. I think we're getting close, but if I do this, we need to not dawdle, because I can only use it a few times. Do you think I should use it, or are we waiting?
I believe we're moving forward here.
Alright, then I'm going to use the cheap form of Bless, known as Emboldening Bond. And I'm going to touch, I guess, Fricked, Cinnamon, and Thrain. And as long as you stay within 30 feet of each other every turn, you get like a kind of a free bless, basically. But we have now 10 minutes, so time is ticking.
Forward ho.
If you get caught, just let me know, interrupt whatever's going on so that I can move you out of light layers.
Just move Fricked and Seabog together to make my life easy.
So this is exactly as it looks on the map. To the northeast, you have a wooden laid kind of table that looks like it's almost grown from the earth. The floor is cracked with like runes that have kind of like etched it in, almost like roots that go underneath concrete foundation. It starts to break up the concrete above it. But the stone, this feeble stone, wasn't able to maintain its form as the roots of this place have kind of like pushed it up. So a lot of the ground is kind of like cracked. And the map is accurate for what you're seeing.
So I just want to do a quick scan here with perception if I notice anything. I mean, I'm not going to say anything ominous because it's all ominous, but it's threat detection, right? So I'm just looking like, okay, do these roots look like they've moved recently? Is there any trap on the ground? We don't have time now to do a square by square search, but I just want to give it my best shot.
Okay.
And I guess, are we in darkness right now?
There are small torches lit. I should
Okay.
have those on the light layer.
Yeah, okay, no, that's...
I don't, but there's torches throughout each of them.
Just knowing that even creatures with dark vision have disadvantage when we're in darkness on perception checks. So I just want to make sure once we enter into darkness, then I would make something glow, basically.
You'd pick up the magical flames that are illuminating this cavern as well. So there's
Gotcha.
bits of fire that are held by a brazier bolted to the wall.
Alright, well then, if I don't know exactly how you ruled the quick searches, but my passive perception is 20 as we move this.
You would pick up that the root is slowly extending towards Cinnamon.
Right, Cinnamon, you're gonna want to move. That root's looking hungry.
Fantastic.
What route? I'll be looking around. What route?
I'll gesture to
The
Frick,
root directly
and
in
I
front
think
of him.
I think you should sever this, like there.
Yeah, I'm gonna chop it. I'm not even gonna wait for him to finish his sentence. As soon as he points to me what route, I'm not even gonna wait for him to finish talking. I'm going to chop it.
All right, Cinnamon, can you do a Constitution saving throw?
Oh boy. Yeah.
Oh no. Ooh. Well,
Alright.
plus 1d4 from Emboldening Bond.
Nothing happens.
Oh, that's good.
And plus 4 from me.
Oh, Aura of Protection. Nice.
Yeah.
That's a Constitution save of 25 for our little cat friend. That's pretty impressive. Nothing
happens.
So the root is severed?
He does cut what is in front of him up to his max range as far as he wants to cut.
Okay.
And it kind of like just sits there. It was a very subtle movement. It wasn't like wriggling towards him. It looked like he was growing in place, just really outside of the eye. And Cinnamon walked right up to it, so it didn't have to go very far.
Sure. Still, I don't like it. Alright, then I would say we can move. I would suggest that we move around these roots into this side corridor, if everyone's okay with that. Alright, then I'll move us, taking silence as consent.
I'm gonna have to agree with our dwarf friend here.
So just kind of dragging people. It's quite tight, but I'm
trying to decipher what he wrote there. It's a little bit Chinese or something, but I get it.
I'm having a stroke.
He's saying it's the
talking in
spiral
accent.
tree.
He's talking in accent.
Holy shit.
He's talking in accent right now.
Okay, Ricky, I do not have the
His
ability to
RP
proceed.
is so strong that I didn't even realize.
Thank you.
Oh, I got him. Seen it.
Alright.
Shit.
It does not get less ominous as we proceed. In this room, it is exactly what you see. A multiple stone, cabinets built into the side of the wall, and a standing wardrobe to the north.
Are these stairs leading north here?
They are. Yep, you see that. They do go north. And you will find a small door. You win that one, for sure.
I was just like,
So then,
this background looks like a set of stairs.
again, just a quick scan. So basically, to give you context, not just for you, Ricky, but for the rest of the party, is I'm not going to feel safe until we know exactly where the hag is and what she's doing. So any searching is kind of cursory to try and get to the hag while this 10 minutes is running. So I'm doing my best effort to search quickly, but so I know it's not a full search. So I'm just looking on the ground, any traps, checking anything moving in the room, anything.
You will notice an abundance of cobwebs coming from the north cabinet.
An abundance.
Yep, and I'll give you all of the descriptions as the perception 20 gets you, so that you would basically perceive that to the north.
Then
You have a bunch of webs, and your detect magic is also emanating that from inside that cabinet is a bunch of magic.
I
right.
use divine sense.
Good call. I'm just gonna move us in here, so make some space. I like this. 60 feet.
Yep, doesn't go through wall, but you do not detect any of that in your vicinity.
I would nonetheless, because I'm suspecting maybe there's a magical spider or something there, I would say my suggestion, and I'd ask the party what they think, of course, is that we still maybe get one of our meaty boys to open this to deal with what's ever inside before we go further. But what do you think?
I agree, because it's better to deal with anything now than
Right.
fight the hag and have it show up behind us.
I agree. Fricht or Thrain, are you willing?
To go in the door?
To open this, I think it's like a wardrobe, you said, right?
Yeah,
It is like a wardrobe, yeah. It's like
so it's not a door
what's that?
per se.
What's
It's
that fantasy movie, The Witch in the Wardrobe?
Lion the Witch wardrobe.
Yeah, that big curved, elegant design. That's what it is.
So I'm thinking, basically, my thought, I don't know, I'm just trying to describe it to you more, bro, since I don't know how easy it is for you to flip between your character sheet and the thing, but it's like a big piece of furniture that's got extra, in my opinion, cobwebs coming out of it. So I'm thinking one of you guys opens it with the other one weapon in hand, ready to blast whatever comes out of it.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll have a guiding bolt prepared.
fine.
guns.
Well, what you want me to open it instead of just mage handing it open like we've been doing 95% of everything?
I'm sorry, I have not been around here for all of the mage hand action that's been going on.
Oh, how could you not? How could you not see the mage hand? Mage hand this, mage hand that, mage hand everything. I gotta wipe my ass. Use mage hand. Oh, I got a booger. Mage hand.
Hey man, it's better to keep your hands clean.
So then I'll say, Fricht, if you're okay with this, basically you're positioned on one side, Thrain's on the other, and if someone wants to flip it open with mage hand, we are good to go. And
I'm
keeping
opening the cabinet right now.
I'm keeping
I'm
an
opening it.
eye on the south here, so if anything else
I got
shows
an
up.
action
opened the
prepared, so I
cabinet.
can't mage hand.
All right, the cabinet opens, and inside you see a intricate lay of webs that are delicately designed in the shape of a dream catcher.
Oh, that's cool.
Of webs?
Of webs.
God damn.
Suspicious.
Ominous.
Webs.
Cinnamon.
I just want to make sure I heard that right. These
Yeah,
are spider
webs.
webs that are made into a dream catcher.
Yep, that inlaid like where it all comes to the center and makes up a small circular design,
So
and then it expands out in segments.
I'm gonna take a step back and telepathically communicate with Cinnamon and say, "Burn it now."
Ooh, say less.
say
Firebolt!
All right.
So nobody will see anything other than me step back and Cinnamon just hurl a firebolt into this cabinet.
Cinnamon, roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh boy.
Hold on. I'm just gonna
Make it
roll
1d4?
the bond for you to make it easier for
Okay.
everyone. So it's 15.
All right. And you will just save that throw. And the bond is up. 10 minutes, right?
It's 10 minutes. Is it up now?
Yep.
Okay. So now
You
hold
got
on.
a
we'll
timer
check
check
that.
on the hour for me?
Yep. You have 36 minutes remaining.
How many seconds?
24, 23, 22, 21, 20.
I want to refund. You're counting too fast.
All right. Does it burn? Is it gone?
Nothing happens. It does burn.
Okay, it burnt. So the webs are gone.
Mhm.
All right. Well then. I'll start refreshing detect magic as we move forward.
All right. We'll fast forward that.
Okay.
And now just continue to roll through with your 20 perception to your east, as you guys are looking like to the south. I'm sorry, from your character's perspective, it would be to your left, but from the map perspective to the east, you will see a rooted up segment of like webs and or not webs, I'm sorry, vines. And through the segments of the vines, you would be able to see an overgrown tree kind of growing down in a depression with roots spread out all the way into the ceiling and a runic structure in the center of the tree.
Is this? I got an icon here on Roll20. It looks like a window with a lock on it. What does that mean? It's like
It's a window that's locked.
So I can
It's
see.
the
I can
roots.
So okay, so I can
Roots.
see through it, but like I can't pass through it. Is the idea?
Yeah.
Got you. Okay. All right. Well, then I just want to get a little closer then to see what I see.
See a platform with a large thicket growing at the base of a kind of like majestic tree or once majestic tree that's rooting up. And inside the knob at the center is a arcanic like a symbol etched into the wood with a hole going deep inside the tree.
Damn.
You're kind of seeing it at an angle.
Okay. I don't know if religion would be an appropriate check here, or that's probably the closest I got. Just to get an idea, like, can I tell does this look like some kind of like ritual sort of situation where the tree was like operated on?
Okay. You can go ahead and roll Arcana.
God damn it.
Doesn't seem familiar to you.
Yep, okay. No god, no interest. Then I'm gonna come down here. And I just want to, sorry to ask this again, because, you know, since I've missed so many sessions, I just want to ask Cinnamon or get an idea. Are we trying to negotiate with this lady, or are we just trying to eliminate her? I don't know your full history with her.
You kind of like the same plan of what we did last time. Oh wait, you weren't here.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry. That's why
yeah,
I'm like, I just need to know
yeah,
what attitude we're moving in here. If we're trying to like, because obviously Frick's would, if we were driving with Frick, it would be burn everything to the ground. So what is your what is your wishes?
I would like to talk with her first before we start like absolutely destroying
right. Okay.
her shit.
Yeah. So
From
we should proceed with wary politeness. Is that your description?
From Klein's understanding, Cinnamon's sanity is at risk. So
okay.
Yeah, I don't want to piss her off and then go meet her,
Right.
and then
Yeah.
that puts us in a very bad spot.
Okay, understood. Alright, well that gives me everything I need. That's perfect. I'll just wait for Ricky to get back. Yeah. I have a personal conflict because I have the soul of a wizard, so like I'm like, ooh, that sounds cool. Ooh, I want to collect that, but actually I'm a cleric, so I need to like balance what I would actually do. You know? You said you're back, Ricky?
I am back.
Cool. Then we're just gonna move south, staying alert.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Your perception 20. I forget.
Yeah.
On the western, from your map perspective, on the western side of the room, on the wall behind the stump roots, is a map. On the wall. Yep.
I like that. A map. Tell me more about this map. Or tell us more.
This map would require a Arcana check to decipher what that means.
Yeah.
On this map,
and
even if you saw it, it would look like lines.
I just won't even roll. Forget it. But like anything that I notice, I will like quickly just distribute that information amongst the party, so like everyone's aware. We don't have to pretend.
Whoever wants to look at the map can roll an Arcana check. It's a little bit higher of a DC.
With guidance.
I'm totally gonna use my paladin senses.
Klein gets an 18 if he is willing.
Yeah, I'm willing.
I was totally gonna come in clutch with the nat 20 paladin. I totally know this thing.
Roll it, bro.
Well, you can try it because right now nobody knows what it is.
Yeah.
Let's see the roll.
God, with an Arcana 8 even, you couldn't. Cinnamon, you must be disconcerted by being down here.
This is, unfortunately, in the great words of Cinnamon, this is Fey bullshit. Cinnamon would get advantage.
Oh, Cinnamon has advantage. Reroll.
Gotta love Fey
I
bullshit.
love
Fey
that.
bullshit.
The worst
Yep,
of
told me
Cinnamon.
that once. Yeah, that'll do it. So the map is a map of arcane ley lines that connect the material plane stream of magic with Fey magic, where the two planes are the closest. And these ley lines basically outline this entire region with lines and small, minute terrain features. And there's a nexus of the lines here.
Oh boy.
Interesting.
I'll point to the map. This, not the good stuff for us.
And then
Considering the hag decided to build her lair here, probably feeding off the immense magical energy from the area. Based on these lines, which indicate ley lines of magical nature, are intersecting at this point where we are.
that's what you say to the party, or that's
Yeah.
Cool. So then I would just ask, just because I'm curious, does Wave Echo Cave show up on that map? And if so, can you tell from there what the ley line connection is in relation? Like, if this is, let's say, the most powerful, how does Wave Echo correspond to this?
This,
be Feywild.
it's not Feywild, so the ley lines wouldn't have any connection to it.
Okay, that's good. Anything relevant for us proceeding forward, or just
That's it in that room.
yeah.
Yep.
No, I was saying rather to Cinnamon
And
if he had any like analysis as a anything that we need to know, or just that it's dangerous.
It's dangerous while it's in the hag's hands,
Got it.
and even after she's gone, I wouldn't know how to control any of this kind of stuff. So
Okay.
Cinnamon, can you see the tree from where you're
Yeah.
standing right there?
Yeah.
All right. Your eye momentarily begins to go straight.
Oh.
damn it, there goes my look. Just one.
The one that was cockeyed, I know you moved your other one, but the one that was lazy is now
they're
straight.
both lazy.
And for a moment, you begin to sense a deep connection with the tree.
Having my vision restored in this way, I guess, would be unsettling, just because I'm not used to seeing the world in this way. So I'm gonna be like half blind for a little bit.
You gotta acclimate.
Yeah, I gotta.
It's like taking
Gotta
off glasses
acclimate.
after you've been wearing glasses for 10 years.
Oh, dude. Oh, man. You don't even understand how real that is.
Okay. Well, if
What kind of
nothing-
connection?
The connection feels as though inside this thread that connects you to the tree, you feel like it is a piece of you.
Did she hack up his real body and separate it? Oh my god.
I don't think so.
I love none of this. I'm just gonna say.
Yeah. Maybe it just feels like home because I'm from the Feywild.
Maybe.
Oh, you're an optimist. That's really
Or
lovely.
maybe that hole has one of your limbs in it.
Maybe it's the one that got chopped off.
Oh god.
Okay, well, I guess burning with wanton rage is not the move here until we'd establish what's you and what's not.
Yeah. I wouldn't want you to kill me, you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't want
Yeah.
to kill you either, if I'm being honest.
Light the tree on
Um,
fire and watch him just start burning.
Alright, so I guess Frick, you got that message? Just
To the
making sure you're
east, you do
here.
see the vines as well. Same thing. Shows a platform.
I'm sorry if I accidentally got Frick to chop off one of your toes. Sorry in advance.
It's okay.
Right, and in the south eastern corner, you will see vials of black liquid sitting on this pedestal right here.
Oh, maybe that's why I'm affected whenever you guys do shit to these roots.
Why?
He chopped off one of the roots, so I had to make a con save. Then I shot a firebolt. And I make a con save.
But since you
shot a
pass
firebolt
both
at
times,
the
we have...
spider web.
Yeah, but it's not gonna stop at the spider web, you know. It's gonna go through.
Yeah, and since you pass though, there's like no outward clue for us to that. But I think now what's just happened has given us a little bit of a clue. Okay, I'll point out to the party that there's
What
these.
was the clue?
Whatever just happened to his eye and whatever he's passed on, you know.
Straightened out.
It's
Stop
now
straightening.
lazy again.
Yep.
Oh,
Lost it.
had it. Lost it.
Here's
Alright.
some vials if anyone wants to take a look.
I got an idea. I'm gonna stab this root.
Okay, I love it.
Stab the root.
I'm gonna stab the root.
Alright, a con saving throw.
I will intentionally fail.
Okay. And your mind begins to feel as if you're taking, like, the sanity that you do have is being severed away, and your mind is ripping into two. And you will take 3d6 psychic damage.
Oh god.
Shit. No, but that's super
A
good.
worthy analysis.
So worth it to do that now. Oh.
Yeah, so they're definitely a lot more cockeyed than they used to be, even before.
Jesus.
Um,
You're gonna come out
and
looking like
the-
a bug with two like eyes on either side of your head.
Yeah, they're pretty much like in the corners of my eyes now.
And Cinnamon, when you attacked the root along the wall going up right next to you on the eastern side, as the map is, it will start to like kind of shift. You'll hear the groan, and behind the root you can see a small passageway.
Well.
Suspicious. to be a set of stairs here as well.
Do you
On this thing, there is a sap.
Do you need a little bit of healing, or are you okay?
I'm good.
All right.
Token aura isn't updating, but
Do we want to proceed north or
Good.
east?
Let's go north before this little secret door here.
Mm-hmm.
There's
It is-
also that other door.
Give me
we left
1
behind.
second.
Yeah, it's bring us closer to the roots, closer to. I guess closer to
Closer to your-
my roots.
Yeah, closer to your insanity.
So I cannot move further north here, Ricky. I don't know if I need to open something or.
It's probably a light there.
Moved you out. You got stuck in an infinity zone.
Ooh, that sounds bad.
Top of
Are you
these
st-
stairs.
That's like just a badly designed
I'll
wall.
be right
It's
back.
like
People
supposed to be
are
a
done.
shelf,
Give
but
me
it's,
5 minutes. I'm gonna mute.
Okay.
Yep. All right.
So it's either
Supposed to be
through this
shelf.
door or the door to the north.
Yeah, I think we decided on north, but Ricky's just fixing the light layer.
no, that's not a stairs.
Oh,
that's
a-
that's
a,
what I said.
there's
yeah,
Oh,
it's a
my bad.
cabinet.
Okay, then to the
There's
east. then,
another
right?
set of stairs that we left behind up here.
Yeah, we should probably.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, I
Sea
opened
bug.
it already.
Yep.
it's not
Indigo.
good. I'm just using this is an unconventional map style, and so I'm just using the icons on there. That is an open tunnel that goes 15 feet to the other side. It has one elbow in it, so you can't see to the other side. However, that is already open to you.
I can't.
So you guys
see
are like,
through it.
yeah, because it has like an elbow to it.
Oh.
You can crawl through
Oh.
if you want,
Crawl
but right now
through?
you're looking at Earth.
Fuck that.
Yes,
Oh.
it is small.
Nope. Nope.
Hmm.
Where's the other doors that we haven't been through yet?
It was up to the north.
Yeah. Thrain wanted to open the cabinet.
Fine, give me a survival check real quick.
That's never
Oh,
good.
shit, I got frick stuck in the infinity zone.
The that pathway connects to where you guys came down on the elevator.
Oh, this the one over here.
Yeah, that door up there, you would have
Yeah, those
took
stairs.
like yep, they just come out to the front.
Wasn't there, but we could have, wasn't there from the root room? I wish we had Fog of War. Wasn't there also a pathway south? Like, wasn't there?
Yeah, from like the first room we came across.
Yeah. Do we want to go back there before we crawl through the secret tunnel, or?
I mean,
It's up
secret
to
tunnel
you.
should lead to the other side, though, right?
It,
Yeah, we'll
sure.
check out this tunnel.
Sure. Just not a huge fan of crawling through tunnels, but it's a diplomacy, or sorry, it's
I'll
a
open-
democracy here. So.
I'll open the bag of holding and say, "Would you like to jump in?"
Me? Yeah, fuck. Jeez.
Or didn't he take the other one?
I did take the other one, yeah. Jaeger's trying to
Oh,
get us
right.
all killed on accident.
Well, you can hand off the other bag. Well, the unidentified bag to
I'm
someone else.
stroking that satchel comfortingly. It's mine now. So, no, I guess we can go through, and I hate every
Well,
second of it, but I'll go first.
Well, you could pop into the bag of holding up to your head while holding this unidentified bag in your mouth.
Right.
Up a good point.
Like,
I-
just holding onto the
I like that
the
idea
straps with your
even
teeth.
worse. So we're gonna proceed here. Oh,
Alright.
but Cinnamon made a good
So-
point. Thrain's been wanting to search the cabinet. Sounds like so.
The cabinet is empty. The only thing in this room that you would notice is the to the south. You would notice the 2 vials of black gunk.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
We want any
They
kind
are
of black
sealed.
gunk.
Hey, Zwando, what's that?
I'm not falling for this again, man.
Drink this, for it is my blood.
Keep my eye on you.
Cinnamon, did you deduct your 5 temporary hit points when you took the psychic damage?
No, I did not.
Cool. So you can just, they're gone now, and then that's taken care of, and I can cross you off my list.
Hold it.
Cool. Then I guess we proceed.
Onward.
And
To the other
yeah,
side.
Dr. Z, that sounds like a good plan. So, with Cinnamon up front, I guess. Or
Yeah.
and then I'm just right behind him, and then Frick behind me. We'll do whatever we need to do to make our way through the passage.
Okay, so you guys are kind of like crawling
Whoa,
through, and
bro,
it takes
you're not,
a right
you're
turn.
not taking my spot. I'm right behind Cinnamon.
I'm up front. No, I'm up front because of the perception. That's why. I have a higher perception than you.
Yeah, first in line.
All right, Seabug,
two.
you go
Wow,
first.
I'm glad I got to stay in this.
Well, that's where I've been the whole time. If you want to muscle your way through, you can. But if you trigger a trap, I'm not going to forgive you. That's on you. It's up to you.
And the ceiling starts to collapse. All right.
So Seabog is crawling into the tunnel, and so as you kind of like make your way into the tunnel, crawling on all fours, you will it hooks to the right, and it keeps going, and then it hooks back to the left, almost in an S pattern. And on the left-hand side, there's enough vines to where you could like peek through, and you could crawl through and exit there, or you could continue going down the tunnel into another room, and I'll show you what each of those look like since you're kind of going. All right, so this is the first exit, what you would see through the vines, and then I'm assuming everyone's playing caboose behind you.
Yeah.
And then this is the next room that you would see. Either one.
Let's go ahead and go with the vines. But did you say we have to crawl through vines in order to get through them?
You'd be able to move them with your hands. They're like lighter vines.
Okay, they're not
just
like
kind of separate them.
boa constrictors that are going to strangle my throat when I pass through them. They're more like the little vines.
If you want to, you can grab them and see if you can move past.
I hate every second of it, but I'm going to like check them carefully and then basically like put one little finger on them to see if they start moving.
They do not move.
Alright, and then I'll just... Is detect magic up?
Your magic, just assume the roots magic.
Yep, just assume magic.
The dirt,
right.
Everything magic.
Yeah.
It's all magic.
This whole place is magic.
That's fair. I'm just hoping on the remote chance that if something is like legit glyph of warding, that would be slightly more noticeable. But that's a little bit of that's just me hoping.
You see a similar glow from the roots and cinnamon.
Okay. Well then, I don't know exactly how wide the tunnel is here, but can I at least like call back to them and let them know the situation to get a group vote? Do we want to go through the vines into the center room, or do we want to proceed and potentially just come out on the other side?
Well, this is Cinnamon's Feywild bullshit, so his decision.
Yeah, I agree.
Feywild's random, so let's flip a coin. Looks like we're going all the way through.
Okay.
Alright. All the way through it is. I'll move you guys all over. 1 second. You guys are not all gonna fit.
Calling me fat?
No, of course not.
I think he was calling me fat.
No.
Funny enough, I was gonna say that too. He's calling our orc friends fat.
No.
Alright. And same. Cinnamon, Seabug, Cinnamon, Fricked.
Yep. And in that room, you just have a magical fire illuminating from the brazier, and over here, there are like an extra amount of runes etched on the wall.
I think we're missing Londo unless oh, never mind, he's under.
He might be under something.
Yeah, there's
Yep,
it's
right under.
going along this hallway is more runes that are like glowing with a very, very faint purple. more Fey bullshit. And
Fantastic.
over here is more vines.
Alright, Seabog, point me in the way of all the Feywild bullshit.
Yes, Sir Cinnamon. So, that's exactly basically how we're gonna run this, or how I run this. I'm using my eyes, but I'm passing all decision making and further analysis to Cinnamon. So, I'm just like an
heavy
extra set of.
responsibility.
I'm just
You know,
yeah, I
Mark.
know, but it's your sanity at risk. So it's I just wanted to. I'm basically like an extra set of senses for Cinnamon. That's what the idea is. And just as an off-table thing, I've got about 30 minutes left. Just FYI.
Mm-hmm.
Minimum you see through this, like vines, and like as you get close to them, they're like weaker, structured vines. Like they're very brittle, struggling to make it through the concrete, but there is a surface in front of you.
Like I could just move past them?
You could potentially try. You might get stuck, might not. But they're like very dry looking.
One second.
Simon, why don't you give me a perception check? Alright.
Yikes.
You don't notice anything.
Alright. I do have a water skin. I'm gonna try to put some water on the roots. See if anything immediately happens.
These runes like in the hallway start to pulse. You can see like the purple light emanating from the hallway behind you, and you immediately like start to like feel that water, and you feel extremely connected to the root itself.
I'm going to give the root a kiss.
A wiggle, and it will spread away.
Oh, it worked. Well, I'll just shrug. Feywild bullshit.
When you touched it, you felt like you could control it to some extent.
Well, this looks like the main room. Perhaps we should investigate the rest of this place and then return here.
As you command, Master Cinnamon. Sorry, space for
Alright.
Cinnamon right behind me, and then frick.
Did I read the runes?
Trying to find out what language these are. The rune is a ritual from the Feywild that is akin to a binding ritual.
Sorry, did you say find or bind?
Bind.
Bind, thought so. Okay.
Doesn't
Wait a
have a
second.
specific word. It is a ritualistic language of Fey magic.
Are you bound to this tree? Is that what holds you into this plane?
I don't know if it holds me to this plane, but it might hold my sanity. So, I'll keep the runes active for now. Just to maintain.
We need to find this hag. Like,
Yeah. Alright, onward.
All right, you guys see like kind of in front of you a blank slate, and you can see on your side there are hinges in front of you, and it will show you a door.
Boop.
All right, inside you see a urn on the northern side, and on the east side you will see a large bookshelf. And inside this room with Seabog doing his thing, you will see pieces of bark, large pieces of bark along the eastern side into the cubbyways here.
The man ain't too keen on book readings, so somebody else can look at those, but this urn got me curious. Does it have any like writing, like a name or anything?
It doesn't have anything. It's just sealed to the top. There was no books in the bookshelf. Excuse me. It was large pieces of tree bark, like honker chunks.
Nonetheless,
take out most of the shelf.
Would like to look at the tree bark in case they actually have writing on them, like an old school book.
Yeah.
The tree bark is emitting the same magic as the tree in the middle, and Cinnamon, now he is near the tree bark, can feel that he is connected to these as well, and they contain a part of him.
Oh boy.
You should probably take
This is your place.
I should probably
Yep.
take these. I like that.
Yeah,
I think these are important.
I have a strange feeling that I should put these into the bag of holding.
Are you touching them right now? Or are you...
Yeah, I feel connected to them, so I'll grab it. I wouldn't hurt myself, you know? Maybe.
Alright. And inside your head in Sylvan, you will hear a faint whisper. It doesn't come in any sort of tone. It just says, "When the mist shows itself, do not fight."
Ominous. Yeah. Tell the party that I heard more whispers in my head than usual, but this one said that when the mist reveals itself, do not attack.
Do my best, ma.
Okay.
Nothing else. And from the echoes of the hallway, you will begin to hear, "Are you done messing around, my kitty? Meet me in the center room.
Guiding bolt at the ready.
Now."
Well,
God.
as we move forward, I guess now's as good a time as any. We have, I'll just whisper to the party as we proceed. You have 9 minutes to finish whatever conversation you have with her, and cast or channel my emboldening bond one more time.
Strengthen your resolve, gentlemen, for this may be the end.
And now I'll let Frick take up his normal place since we know where we're going, with Frick and Cinnamon up front.
Alright. And Cinnamon, once you start to step into the center fold of the room, the design on the ground will begin to glow and emanate. And the vines that are right next to Frick, as that's like kind of a slope down, those will start to regrow. And they're growing in thicker. So you guys might want to decide where you're going to be, because in about 5
can't
seconds,
move.
this
I can't
is
move.
going to grow. Okay, gotcha.
Oh, wait,
is
sorry.
everybody going through? Who's not?
Yeah, I'm totally going
Through.
through.
There you go.
Yeah, I
There
just
you
couldn't.
go,
I
you
got
should be
stuck
able
on the
to
door thing.
And the vines will regrow. And Rain, are you stuck? All right, cool. All right. At the heart of this cryptic domain, a colossal tree pulsates with arcane energy, its roots entwined around an altar in the ground that hums with otherworldly power. And from the bark of the face, in the sigil in the center, it will begin to contort as a face begins to form out of the bark. And from the bark, flesh begins to appear as something comes straight from the tree, and half of its body is sticking out and looking at you, holding a staff. And I'll get you a picture. With eyes that glimmer like sapphire orbs, she gazes into each of your souls, the slumbering, weaving your dreams almost tangible from the center of your mind out through your mouth. A small little wisp comes from each of you and drifts away out in front of your mouth. As she exhales, the mist that you guys grew familiar with on the outside begin to sense that same ominous demeanor coming from her mouth. And she looks at all of you and says, "Ah, wanderers of the waking world, you have found your way to the threshold of dreams. I am Morgantha. Cinnamon, you know me. We've done business. I want to continue this agreement, and we won't have any problems."
What do you mean by continue this agreement?
The last time you met me, I was a little different, in a different form altogether. And she will reach forward in her hands, and she'll kind of like spread her rib cage a little bit to the left and to the right. And Cinnamon, you will see like a giant light that's kind of like pulsing, almost like a heartbeat, and you feel connected to it. And she will say, after she closes her chest back up, "I wish to have another meal."
Well, we're a little bit off limits. Can I perhaps interest you in something else?
Yes, I can take many forms of currency, of which you're quite familiar. Perhaps one of you in the back. I can offer you great power. All you have to do is give me your dreams.
Somebody give their dreams away.
Yes, give me your dreams. You, Cinnamon, however, your fey shot of insanity. Well, now you are insane, but it was delicious. And I cannot wait for another course. We will do another trade. You give me another piece of your sanity. In exchange, I will grant you power.
What kind of power?
The power to do what you wish. And the same deal goes to all of you. However, all of you, I require your dreams. Cinnamon, on the other hand, gives something much different. I can offer you an increase to your capabilities.
I'm just gonna look around to the group.
I'll just say to Cinnamon, how much sanity can you spare?
I mean, my pupils are like at the sides of my face, so not much. But I don't know if I want to.
While you're here,
Sacrifice
Cinnamon,
anymore.
you do feel like your sanity is like momentarily almost returned to you. Like you feel whole right now, being this close to that tree. I won't wait here all day. Take a moment, talk it over. It's a good deal.
I guess since we all seem to be pondering silently, I might as well vocalize. It sounds like she can see into our soul anyway. Do you want to try to get what you had back?
I want more. More. That's what I want. Each of you go through days out in the material plane with no fear. No one judges you. You experience such sweet things. And although some of you may think you're safe in a trance, you are not. Everybody dreams. It's a window to the soul. And it tastes so good.
Because I drank that potion, can I read any of her thoughts?
True, it's an hour long, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Her surface level thoughts to you would be kind of abrupt, but they would be on the forefront. Gimme, 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 I'm so hungry. Gimme, gimme, food.
Okay.
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 Not all of
okay.
us need to dream.
Oh, that's true. Klein don't even sleep.
You can push further if you would like. However, she will know if she succeeds.
Right. What's the check for that wisdom check we were saying? Oh, and intelligence check, maybe?
Yeah, I'll post it.
She could be not too happy about it. She might not care. Tough call.
She may counter invade your mind.
It wouldn't be the first time. Might not want to link my mind with hers if she's feeding off dreams.
Wisdom saving throw.
Hmm.
I think the potion had a DC of 13.
Yeah, I feel like she's probably pretty wise as is. I think I'm gonna skip on diving deeper.
I mean, Cinnamon will notice that Seabog's getting more uncomfortable the longer we negotiate here.
Yeah, I would assume Frict is doing the same.
He's probably gauntlet fingers are twitching. Just gonna move here. Not draw a weapon or anything, just want to reposition a little bit.
Yep.
And
I'm gonna.
She will sink slowly back into the tree. She'll say, if you won't make a decision, I'll make it for you. I grow tired of waiting and I am hungry. She'll slip back into the wood. And from the corners of the room, the vines will begin to grow up and pores will open up in the branches and the mist will start to fill the room entirely. And the mist is dense, thick. You can't see each other anymore. And crackles of red light start to streak through the room as you all momentarily, in a snap of a fingers, you are spent somewhere else entirely. Through this moment, the fog has moved you somewhere else. And you appear on a giant, all 6 of you lined up next to each other. The mist clears. and you appear on I'm talking 30 by 30 staircase that is going directly up, and you turn around, and as far as you can see for infinity, the stairs go. And to the left and to your right are a giant black swirling red mist that is emanating red thunder through it. And I'll move you guys over.
Fuck.
And on this staircase, Morgantha stands atop. She looks down at each of you and says, I will take what I want. Cinnamon has provided me everything I need. I've already tasted your sanity. And out from her mouth, mist will come, and it will begin to swirl on the steps in front of you. And it will begin to separate into 3 clouds directly in front of you. One very large cloud, and then 2 other clouds in front of you. And hang on a second. Change up the ambiance here.
I just want to throw an idea out there. I think I know what the answer is, but with Thrain being sick, Fricht being at work, and myself about to drop in 5 minutes, is there any idea that we might pause it here and pick it up on Thursday? Or do you guys want to push on?
It is on you guys.
That's what I'm just putting. Okay, this is now the time before the reveal happens. It's like half the party is somewhat in real life incapacitated.
That's fine. We can.
It's
we
your
can
guys'
stop
vote.
right
I
there.
just wanted to put it out to the party as it's just I got to drop in 5. So, and it hurts because it's right at the boss fight, but it's also a good thing to look forward to. Up to you.
Yeah, I think we would want everybody to be able to
It just
be here for the fight.
It is also feels like, because I know Frick's working on like a 2-inch screen right now, and that's kind of like not the best. Well, Thrain is sick, you're at work, and I'm gonna leave, so that is legit half the party.
I'd have to leave in like a half hour, and I feel
Yeah.
like this might be a long.
Yeah, I don't want
battle
to short
plan.
stick a really epic boss fight, basically.
No problem. Well, I'll finish the scene real quick because
Cool,
we're
sorry about that.
about
Yeah.
to that
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
Set us up.
Yeah, no worries. And so like these 3 clouds are forming in front of you guys, one big one in the middle and one small one. And Klein, all of a sudden down the back of your spine, Klein, you begin to feel a tangible touch with your nightmare forming on the left-hand side. Fricht, you also begin to feel this deep paladin hatred for that fog that is forming to the left. Corvo, deep down your spine, you feel the same connection, something deep that is just kind of reaching out into your soul, and you know that this thing is foul because you felt it before. Each one of these layers form into the center as well. And this is something you guys have grown familiar with in the past, something that you all have experienced. And this red swirling will begin to form. And I'll show some art.
Is that a steroided out version of the Death Notes guy?
That looks like him.
The-
Just the face.
yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
Cool. Oh, so cool.
Fucking
Snark.
Nice.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, we'll end it there. About to get spicy
Good luck,
meatball.
everyone falling asleep. Go play some Valheim,
Just
chop some trees,
Christ.
calm down. No, this is dope. This is perfect. I'll definitely be there next week too.
Taki Marte.
Alright.
I think that might be my deity. My deity?
No,
No, that's the guy that possessed you.
He's
Oh
the guy who.
God, he might as well be my deity, dude. I'm looking through my bio here. I'm like, where's my deity? My deity's got like 4 sure names, like as his actual name. It's like ba ba da ba, Tomb of the Dead God, something something something, Master of Death, something. The third.
Can you guys see the electricity on the sides of the map?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
cool.
nice.
Well,
Hell
not
yeah.
the electricity. I see the thunder, like the red clouds.
Yeah, it's just like a thunder, like in the clouds. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. Setting's perfect. All right. Great job,
Gamers,
team.
we'll hit it up on next one.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Just a quick,
Thanks
since we
for the
have a
session.
couple minutes, would there be any problem starting later so I can be there for the whole thing, or do you guys want to start your normal time and just NPC me?
We can make it work. We'll talk about it in the chat.
Perfect.
That
I'll
way
just
everybody
post an
can take
event.
it in, and we're not half
Exactly.
awake. So if anybody needs to dip, we'll
Yeah.
figure it out. Though we'll do it in your favor.
Lovely.
An event. Yeah.
All right, guys.
I'll be
Have
hanging
a good
out.
one.
All right.
Late.
See you later, man.
But I've talked about subclasses a lot, and this comes in, I assume, with what the talent